100. G value I'm taking it as a 10. Okay, so actually it's a 9.8. So for the better calculation, so I'm using, I'm considering it as a 10 beta. Okay, and the distance he given as a 10 meter. Okay, so this 0 get cancelled, right? So final answer is minus 4 into 10 cube joules is the final answer you got, right? Yes, so very simple question without diagram, as just by looking the data, directly you can substitute the values, okay? So I think you have solved this one in a 15 seconds, right? I hope everyone got this one correct. Yes, so direct question. Oh, okay, fine, beta. So let us move toward the next question then, okay? A particle is executing SHM with an amplitude A. Find the ratio of total energy and kinetic energy. Total energy upon kinetic energy. Very simple question. Okay, at a displacement, this one. Very simple question, direct formula based. The third numerical also, you got based on the formula itself. Yes. So the thing is, you have to remember the formula. What is the formula? Total kinetic energy is half k a square, and here it is half k in bracket a square minus x square, right? Half k get cancelled. So finally, a square upon a square minus x value he given as a by 3, right? A by 3 whole square. So finally, what you got, beta? A square by, so a square minus a square by 9 you got, okay? So 9 minus 1, it is a 8, right? So this 9 goes up. 9a square by 8a square get cancelled. Final answer is 9 is to 8. Very easy, yes. So this is also a very easy question you got, okay? Most of the questions you are getting the formula based itself, okay? So just do the reason of all the formulas. Those who have a exam on February 1st, okay, do the revision of all the formulas, complete 11th and 12th, okay? Yes, beta. Chalo. And let us move toward the next question. A solid cylinder is released from rest, okay? And the surface is sufficiently rough for pure rolling motion it is, okay? It rolls without sliding down the inclined plane. The angle of inclination is given as a 60 degree. Okay, from the horizontal, calculate the acceleration of center of mass of the cylinder. See here, beta, this is a cylinder, so we can take it as a disc also. Cylinder and a disc, okay, the moment of inertia is same for both, okay? Yes, beta. So we have to calculate the acceleration. Na? So what is the acceleration we get here? The simple, everyone know that one. So the gravity always pulls in this direction, right? So to this one, okay, what you get, beta? G sine theta you will get, na? Okay, the acceleration, okay, this is the acceleration, okay, this is a normal acceleration, everyone know, okay, here it is in a pure rolling motion, na? Just multiply with a beta, khatam, that's it, khatam, you got the answer. This is also a direct formula based, but the thing is, what is this beta? So actually there is a very big method you have to solve this one, but I will make very simple, which you can solve this one in a 10 to 15 seconds, beta, okay? Hardly it will take 15 seconds, not more than 15 seconds it will take, okay? See here, the beta value you have to remember. So actually the formula is 1 plus k square by r square, okay? Okay, now I will tell you the beta value for this one, okay? So this is a solid cylinder, na? So we can take it as a disc also, okay? I will tell you the trick. The beta value for this one is 2 by 3, okay? Beta value, what you get is 2 by 3 beta, okay? So I will tell you how to remember this one. This is a disc, na? The moment of inertia for the disc is what? mr square by 2, right? So the beta value, what you get is, here you have a 2, na? Write down the 2 first, okay? Next, what you have here? 1, okay? 2 plus 1 is what? 3. So finally the beta value becomes 2 by 3 beta, okay? Now just substitute G value, G only. Sine 60, it is root 3 by 2. Beta value is what? 2 by 3. This get cancelled. So finally G by root 3 is the answer, okay? No need of solving in a lengthy manner, okay? And no need of wasting any time, Okay, if you remember this formula, just this is a very simple formula, G sine theta into beta. Okay, and the beta value also I said you the trick how to remember. Katam. Okay, how much time it will take beta to substitute the values? It take less than 10 seconds. So you can solve this one in a 10 seconds. Okay, if you use the length, if you use the longer method, so to calculating that one, this one, this one, this one, it take waste of time. One, okay. After calculation also you may get a mistake, right? Because we have a, here we have a lengthy calculation. Okay. Let us move toward the next question. Find the distance of image from a mirror of focal length. Focal length he given as a 15 centimeter, okay? And this is a mirror. If magnification is 1 by 2, plus 1 by 2 he mentioned. The magnification is plus 1 by 2. First of all, tell me, which type of mirror here we are use? The concave or convex? Concave or convex? Which mirror we have to use here? We have to use the convex mirror, beta. Okay. Is it clear? Because in convex mirror, we get as a magnification as a positive value. Okay, the magnification positive we get in a convex mirror, and which is less than 1. This is the trick you have to remember. Okay, here we are using the convex mirror, beta. Okay, chalo. So the magnification for the mirror formula is what? Minus V by U, right? So the magnification he given is a 1 by 2 minus V by U. So from here U equal to minus 2V, right? Yes or no? Yes, it is correct. Now, what you have to find out? Find the distance of image. Okay, so V value you have to find out. 100% you'll get a positive value only. 100% you'll get a positive value. Okay. Now the so use the mirror formula. 1 by F equal to 1 by V plus 1 by U. Okay. So 1 by V plus 1 by U value. It is a minus 2V, right? Minus 2V I'm writing here. Okay. So multiplying, dividing with a 2 by 2. Okay. So finally what you get here? So 2 minus 1 is what? 1. 1 by 2 we got. Okay. The focal length for the convex mirror is what? Positive only. Okay. So 1 by 15 equal to 1 by 2V. So finally 2V is equal to what? 15. V is equal to what? It is a 7.5 centimeter. Okay. I said you now you'll get in a positive only. Very simple question. Yes. Very easy and a very simple question you have. Okay. Whatever the questions till now we have solved, all are formula based, right? So we don't have a so complex. So nothing is there to do. So we don't have a complex numerical. You may face a complex that in a previous question. Okay, in a rolling motion. Okay, so I said you the trick na. Before using the trick, it is a very risky for you. After listening the trick, so now it got very easy for you, right? Chalo. So let us move toward the next question, beta. Value of gravitational acceleration is same at depth D and height h from the surface of the earth. Find the value of D. Find the value of small h. So this is a question. It was repeated from so many years, right? So direct question you got. Okay. The acceleration due to gravity at a certain depth and at a certain height, both are equal, right? It means the weight is equal. Okay. So in this model you got a question, right? So since from so many years you got this one, beta. Okay. So if you open any previous year questions, okay. So if you find out this question, it will be completely filled here, right? So 2012, 14, 16, okay. So this one, that one, NEET from mains. Yes, beta. Yes, yes. Okay, fine. Chalo. Now, so the value for this one is what? G into 1 minus D by R. And here it is what, beta? G in bracket 1 minus 2H by R, right? So this one get cancelled, 1 get cancelled, minus get cancelled, okay? Only one line you can finish this one. So what is the value got? Acha, see here. R also get cancelled. So finally what is left here? It is a D. And what is left here? It is a 2H, right? So H is equal to what you got, beta? It is a D by 2. As this is also a very simple question you got in your JEE Mains, right? Very simple. Yes. Next, so let us move toward the next question. De Broglie wavelength of electron. De Broglie wavelength of electron and proton are equal. Okay. De Broglie wavelength of electron and proton are equal. Then ratio of kinetic energy of electron. So I will write it as a K. Kinetic energy of electron and kinetic energy of proton will be. Okay. Yes, beta. This is also a very simple question you got. Okay. So finally we can say that the question paper is very easy, okay, based on this analysis, okay. And now see here, as everyone know that lambda is equal to de Broglie's wavelength, okay, in terms of kinetic energy, 2mk, right, okay, as correct. So finally the kinetic energy, see here, wavelengths are same, right? Okay. So lambda is equal to lambda p. Okay. So h by 2m. Okay. So this is for electron and this is for electron and this is for proton. Okay. 2 mp kp. Okay. So this one get cancelled, root get cancelled, 2 get cancelled. Okay. So finally what he is asking, kinetic energy of electron. Okay. So send this one here. Okay. So kinetic energy of electron by kinetic energy of proton. So send this one here. The mass of the proton by mass of a electron. Okay. So as everyone know that the mass of a proton to the mass of electron is what, beta? It is 1836. Yes. 1836. This is also a very easy question you got, right? It is not 1800, beta. Okay. So actually there is no. So it is not there in an option, okay? So this is a very simple question you got, right? Yes. So I am from Physics Wallah only. You can see here the logo, Physics Wallah. So right now you are watching this one in a Physics Wallah channel only, right? Yes. Chalo. So let us move toward the next question. The voltage applied across the resistance is the voltage he given as a 200 plus or minus 5 and a current in a resistance and the current he given as a 20 plus or minus 0.2. Okay. Find the percentage in resistance. Okay. So find you have to find out the percentage change in resistance. Okay. Yes. Okay, beta. Chalo. Now. Okay, so V is equal to, everyone know, very simple question, you got it. Yes, this is also a very simple question. V is equal to IR, R is equal to V by I, yes. So for this one, we can write it as a R is equal to delta V by V S plus delta I by I. Okay, so if he asking the percentage, so multiply with 100, that's it. Okay, in errors always added, right? Delta V he given as a 5 and the V he given as a 200, okay, plus delta I he given as a 0.2, right? So 0.2 upon the I value he given as a 20 into 100, okay. So finally multiply this 100, okay. Now what you get, beta? 5 by 200 into 100 plus, so 2 by, so for this one you can write it as a 200, 2 by 200 into 100. So, okay, these two zeros get cancelled, and here 2 zeros and here 2 zeros get cancelled. Okay, 5 by 2 is what? 2.5. Here it is a 1. So final answer is what? 3.5 percentage. 3.5 percentage is the final answer. Okay. Option A is the correct answer. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear to everyone? Chalo, so let us move toward the next question now. Okay, very simple question you got. Okay, so the persons who are attending on February 1, okay, so they are feeling, sir, so they used to pray the God like this, sir. So please God, so we have to get this type of question because I have prepared well enough formulas. Okay, to get the question paper easy, because So on the 27th also, you got the question paper as a easy, and yesterday's, okay, this is also a very easy. Yes. Chalo. So let us move toward the next question then. A solid sphere of radius 4a. So the radius he given as a 4a, okay, units is placed with its center at origin, okay, it is a center. Two charges, minus 2q at, okay, minus 2q, it is placed here, okay, no problem. And 5q is placed, okay, here, okay, no problem. Of the flux through the sphere, you have to calculate the flux coming out from the sphere. As everyone know from the Gauss law, very dead easy question. Okay, yes, beta. So the total charge present inside the Gaussian surface. Okay, what is the charge present inside the Gaussian surface? It is a 5q. Khatam. So 5q by epsilon naught. Okay, so here you have to find out the x value. X value is what? It is a 5. Finished. Okay. Yes. Finished. Easy question. Easy question. So let us move toward the next question now. Consider the two statements, assuming the density of water to be constant, okay? Statement 1, a capillary tube is first dipped in hot water and then dipped in cold water. The rise is higher in hot water. Okay? So the rise is higher in hot water, he is saying, okay? Next, capillary tube is first dipped in cold water and then in hot water. The rise is higher in cold water. Okay, now observe here. So here I am taking as a cool water and here is a hot water. Okay, as everyone know that the surface tension is inversely proportional to the temperature, right? Okay, so here I am writing as a temperature. Okay, and we know the height rise in a capillary tube formula, right? What is that one? 2t cos theta by rho gr. Am I right? Yes. So this is a, okay, here if you observe carefully, the height is directly proportional to surface tension. Height is directly proportional to surface tension. Height is directly proportional to surface tension, right? In cold water, okay, in cold water, the temperature is what? Low. Surface tension will be, here the temperature is low. Surface tension will be very high, yes? If the temperature is very high, then height rises in a cool water will be very high, beta. Okay, height rises in a cool water. Now here, in hot water, temperature is what? Temperature is what? Very high, right? Surface tension will be very low, yes? Surface tension is low. As the surface tension is low, the height will be, yeah, decreases in a hot water, beta. Okay? Now see here. The rise is in hot water. Okay, in hot water it rises. Hot water, no. In hot water, so the water will be falling in a downward direction. Okay. Now, so finally it confirmed that statement 1 is wrong, right? Higher in cold water. Yes, in cold water, height rises. Okay. Yes, height rises. Statement 2 is correct. Statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. Option C is the correct answer. Okay. Is it clear? Yes, beta. So this is clear to everyone. Okay. Yes. Okay. Right. So the thing is, main thing is you have to remember the, so I know you remember this one and this one. Okay. Based on this relationship, so you can calculate this one, beta. Okay. So let us move toward the next question, beta. Okay. If a particle starting from rest, okay, initial velocity given as a 0, okay, having constant acceleration he given as a constant, okay, covers a distance s1 in first p1, p minus 1 seconds and s2 in first p seconds, okay. Now, so here he given as a s1 displacement and a time, okay, displacement time equation you can use, right? S equal to ut plus half at square, s1 initial velocity u, okay, half a t square. What is the time he given? P minus 1 whole square, right? This is the first case. In time, this one finish. Displacement s2 in p seconds, okay? Yes, so s2. displacement time equation S equal to ut plus half a t square. So it is about p square beta. Is it clear? Is it clear? Chalo. Now what he is asking, then determine the time for which the displacement is S1 plus S2. You have to find out the time. Okay, you have to find out the time beta. Okay, when the displacement is S1 plus S2, right? So for the displacement S1 plus S2, again I am using the displacement time equation. Displacement time equation S equal to ut plus half a t square. Am I right? Yes. So now substitute the S1 value. What you got? Half a p minus 1 whole square, and substitute the S2 value, half a p square, okay, is equal to what you got? Half a t square, right? Here you have a half, get cancelled, right? It doesn't become full, okay? Yes. So finally, what is left here? P minus 1 whole square plus p square equal to, here is the t square, right? A minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab, okay? So finally, what you got beta? So p square plus p square, it is 2p square. 2p square plus 1 minus 2p is equal to t square, right? So t equal to under root of 2p square plus 1 minus 2p is the final answer, okay? Yes. Right beta. So 2p square plus 1 minus 2p. 2p square plus 1 minus 2p. So option A is the correct answer. This is also a very simple question you got, right? So let us move toward the next question. Yes, beta. So now find work done in the process A, B, C, A. So he given as a graph for you, pressure and the volume. So in pressure and volume, yes, so here is a pressure and here is a volume you got, right? Correct. Now, so in order to calculate the work done, as everyone know that, okay, in pressure volume graph, work done, how to calculate this one? The area under the curve, okay, the area under the curve, okay, the area of this one. We get a what? Work done, okay. Here what you get beta? It is a triangle, right? So half into base into height, half into base. What's the base you have? 7 minus 3. It is a 4. And what's the height you have? 8,000 minus 4,000. It is a 4,000, right? Now, 2 2s are. So final answer is what? 8,000 joules you got, okay? Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. So see here, beta. So all the questions are the memory-based questions. So whatever the questions I have collected here are memory-based questions, okay? So in this model you got, okay? So see here, this is a question you got. The value may be different, but the question is same. Okay, the 90% question is same, only the values are different. It may be the value. Okay. Is it clear? Right. Now, so a capacitor having a capacitance of 100 microfarad is charged with, okay, the capacitor is, okay, so I'm taking the capacitor here, 100, okay. 100 microfarad, right, is charged with a potential of 12 volts. Okay, it is charged with a potential of 12 volts. Is connected to an inductor of 10 millihenry. Okay, okay. So it is connected to the inductor. Okay. Find the maximum current through the inductor. Find the maximum current through the inductor. So as everyone know this one, no? Okay. Now the inductor value he given as a 10 millihenry. Okay. As we know, this is a charge storing device. Okay. Whatever the charge which is stored here, the energy will be transferring from here to here and here to here. The LC oscillations we used to get, right? As or no? In this one, what is the energy stored? Whatever the energy stored here and here, both are same when these two are connected, right? Yes or no? Correct, correct. It's a correct. So what is the energy stored in a capacitor? So he given a capacitor value and a voltage value. Now use half CV square. Energy stored. Okay. And the whatever the energy is present here. Okay. This will be transferring to here. Okay. Then here we get a energy stored, right? So what is the energy stored here? Half Li square. Okay. So you have to find out the I value. Okay. Now, half get cancel, okay? CV square. C value he given as 100 micro. Micro is nothing but 10 power minus 6, right? So V square, 12 into 12, right? So 12 into 12 is equal to L value. He given as a 10 milli, 10 milli, 10 power minus 3, okay, into I square. Okay, so 1, 2, and one more, you have a 0 here. 3 zeros, and from here, 3 zeros get cancelled, okay? Oh, sorry, not here. 1 minute. Okay, sorry. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, see here. This from here, 2 zeros get cancelled, right? So I'm cancelling 1 0 from here, okay? So how many zeros are left? 2 zeros are left, right? So here, 4 zeros are left, right? So what do you get, beta? Here 10 power minus 4, and here is a 12 into 12, okay? And here is a 10 power minus 2. Okay, correct? Yes. Now, here 2 zeros, here 2 zeros get cancelled, right? Yes, correct. So finally, what is left? 10 power minus 2 into 12 is equal to I square, right? So I square is equal to what? 12 into 12 by 100. Okay, so finally, I is equal to what? It is a 12 by 10. So finally, it is a value is 1.2 amperes. Okay, 1.2 amperes is the final answer. Okay, option D is the correct answer, beta. Okay, yes. So option D is the correct answer. So most of the students got this one correct, na? Yes. Yes. Chalo. So let us move toward the next question. Okay, right. If electric current passes through a conductor varies with the time, the current he given I naught plus beta t, I naught value he mentioned as a 20, and the beta value he mentioned as a 3. Okay, t. Then find the charge flow through the conductor in first 10 seconds. Okay, very simple question, you got it. Yes, direct. So you have to find out the charge. Okay, if the current is variable, to calculate the charge, integration of I into dt. Okay, just do the integration. What do you get? 20t plus 3 into t square by 2. Okay, 20 into the time value he given in a 10 seconds. Okay, so this is a 0 to 10. Acha, okay. So this is a 0 to 10 and a 3 by 2. Okay, so here you get a t square, na? T square 0 to 10. Okay, right, beta. So finally, what you get? The charge. Okay, so 20 into 10 minus 0 plus 3 by 2 into, so 10 square, it is 100 minus 0, right? So 100 minus 0. So here you got a 200 and here is a 3 by 2. Okay, so 250 is a, okay, 5 is a 15, 200 plus 150, it is a 350 coulombs, 350 coulombs. Very simple question. Okay, very simple question. It is there, 350, okay. Chalo beta. So this is also a very simple question you got, right? So let us move toward the next question now, okay? If a biconvex lens of material of refractive index, okay, the refractive index of a lens he given, okay, the refractive index of lens he given as a 1.5, okay, has a focal length, and the focal length he given as a 20 centimeter in air. Okay, first we have done this experiment in air, okay, then its focal length when it is submerged in a medium of refractive index 1.6. okay, is it clear? Now this complete system is inserted, okay, submerged in a some medium, different medium. Okay, now so we have to calculate the focal length which is present there, okay, in that medium. Okay, right, beta. Now see here, as everyone know, I think you remember this formula, right? So 1 by f is equal to, what you get, beta? NL minus NM minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2, right? So let us calculate first in air, okay? Let us calculate this one first in air, okay? So 1 by f value he given as a 20, okay? Lens, the refractive index he given as a 1.5, right? The medium is surrounded first initially is a air, beta, right? Okay, so fine. finally what you get? This one, okay? Now, when you are inserting, okay, it means you are submerging in a particular medium, okay? So what you get now? 1 by, let the focal length be f, I am taking, okay? So what you get? This is a formula, right? The lens, refractive index of a lens is what? 1.5, okay? The refractive index of a medium, it means what? When we are submerged, okay? What is the refractive index he given? 1.6 he given, okay? Minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2, okay? Now, let this be the first equation and this be the second equation, okay? So doing 1 by 2, okay, what you get? 1 by 20, okay? See here, this is the first equation and this is the second equation. Na? So when you do the 1 by 2, what you get? Observe carefully. F by 20 you will get, na? Observe carefully. 1 by 20 upon 1 by f. So f goes up and 20 goes down. Clear. Now, so what you get here? 1.5 minus 1, it is a 0.5, right? 0.5 upon, okay? Here, what you get here? 1.5 minus 1.6. What is that one? Minus 0.1. Minus 0.1 you'll get, okay? This term and this term get cancelled, right? Okay. Okay. Now, what do you get? So see here, so after taking the LCM, this 1.6 goes up, right? So solve this one, okay? Solve this one, okay? You'll get this one only, beta, okay? Right. Solve it slowly, you'll get this one only, okay? Now, this point and this one get cancelled, right? So what is left here? 5, okay? 5 is left, 5 and 1.6. For this one, we can write it as a 16 by 10, right? Okay, so f by, it is a 20, right? So this one get cancelled, right? Send this one here. 5 to the 10. 10 into 16. Okay, so 1 minus is left. Okay. Okay, 10 into 16. 160. Okay, so my final answer is what? Minus 160 centimeter is a final answer, beta. Okay. See here, the nature has been changed. As initially it is a convex, but it has become a concave now. Okay, so we got it in a minus, right? Yes, chalo. So let us move toward the next question then, okay? Okay. In the voltage regulator circuit shown below, okay, the reverse breakdown voltage of Zener diode is 3 volt, okay? The voltage here, he given as a 3 volt, okay? Now, what you have to find out? Find the current through the Zener diode. So you have to find the current across the Zener diode. Let it be the I1. So the current which is moving towards here be the I2. Okay. The current which is flowing in the circuit be the I. Okay. Observe carefully. Observe carefully. So this Zener diode E10 3 voltage, right? So what is the left? The left is 6 volt. The 6 volt will be E10 by this resistance, right? Yes or no? Correct. Now, so we can calculate the I value from here, right? V equal to IR. 6 equal to IR. Okay. So I value you got it as a, oh sorry, this is a 3 and this is a 7 you get, huh? Sorry, 7. You'll get a 7. Okay, sorry. Chalo. Okay. 7 is equal to I into 10 power 3. So I is equal to what you got? 10 milli, I equal to 7 milliampere you got, right? Yes. Yes. Chalo. So 7 milliampere. Okay. Now let us find the current across here. Okay. As everyone know that in parallel connection, voltage remains constant, right? So whatever the voltage drop is present here, the same voltage will be present here. Okay. V equal to IR. 3 is equal to IR. Okay. Right. So finally, what you get, beta? So I2 value, it is a 3 by 2. It is a 1.5. 1.5 milliampere you will get. Okay. Is it clear? Chal. So finally, what is the answer you get, beta? I is equal to I1 plus I2, right? So I1 plus I2. I is what? 7 you got. Okay. I1 you have to find out. I2 you got it as a 1.5 milliampere. Okay. So I1 is equal to what you get? 7 minus 1.5. It is a 5.5. 5.5 milliamperes is the final answer. Is it clear? Is it clear for everyone? Yes, beta. Chalo. So let us move toward the next question, okay? Consider the circuit shown, okay? Galvanometer resistance is 10 ohms, okay? Okay, so he given the galvanometer resistance as a 10 ohm, okay? And current through the galvanometer is 3 milliampere, okay? The current which is passing from here is 3 milli. Milli is what? 10 power minus 3, okay? Now, find the resistance of the shunt. So you have to find out the resistance of this one, okay? Now, observe carefully. This is a 8 ampere, okay? The current which is flowing here is 3 milli, very less, right? The rest of the current will be moving toward the shunt only, right? So what is the value you'll get? 8 minus 0.003. Oh my God, approximately you'll get 8 only, na? Yes, so I'm writing it as a 8 only. Is it clear? Is it clear, beta? Okay. Now, so we have to calculate the S value, right? So as everyone know that in parallel connection, voltage remains constant, right? V equal to IR, okay? I into R. 8 into S is equal to IR. 3 into 10 power minus 3 into 10, okay? So finally, S equal to what you get? 30 by 8 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, so finally what you get, beta? 30 by 8 is what? It is a 3.75 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, so finally it is there in option. Yes, it is there. Option D is the correct answer, beta. Okay, yes. So now, yes, beta. So we have finished this one, the physics paper discussion. Okay, so I hope each and every person, okay, attended this ones with the right answers, right? Okay, yes, beta. So let us move toward the chemistry now. Okay, the chemistry question paper going to be discussed with the Rohit sir. Okay, yes, beta. So then, thank you so much. All the best for your next exam. Okay, those who are attempting. Okay, right, beta.
Hello everyone, welcome back to PW. Let us start the discussion for the JEE Mains chemistry paper, 29th Jan, shift 1. Okay, right. So let us begin. Am I clearly audible, everyone? Is my voice clear? Right. Very good, very good. So let us begin. Let us begin the class. Let us begin the question, starting with the inorganic chemistry part. Okay, right. So see, the first question which we have, it is all with respect to catalysts. Okay, the first one is Ziegler-Natta catalyst, right? Ziegler-Natta catalyst is actually like this. It has TiCl3 plus Al(C2H5) whole thrice, right? So this is Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Okay. So what element is there in Ziegler-Natta catalyst? It is going to be fourth. So B should match with fourth. Blood pigment. Everybody knows this. Blood pigment. We have iron. So P4Q3. How many options do we have? P4Q3. Two options. Okay. Wilkinson's catalyst. Wilkinson's catalyst is going to be written like this: RHCl and PPH3 whole thrice. Okay, rhodium chloride and triphenyl phosphine. Okay, right. So what is the element which is present over in Wilkinson's catalyst? This is going to be rhodium RH, right? Vitamin B12 is anyways called as cobalamine. So cobalamine. So B12 would go for 2. So which option would be the correct one? P is going with 4, Q with 3, R with 1. P4Q3 and R1, we just have one option. Option A is the correct choice for this question. Okay, Right? Clear? Right. Now, moving on to the next one. This question was from coordination compounds. Next one, CO, carbonyl forms bridge bond between metal atoms. Okay. So, in which case does it form, right? It is simple. It is given in your NCERT textbook. You can refer to the last pages of coordination compounds chapter. The metal carbonyl compounds, there would be a small topic. In that we have the CO2, CO8. The structure would appear like this: CO and again CO over here, and then we have carbonyl molecules represented like this. Carbonyl, again we have a carbonyl bonded, and we have carbonyl and carbonyl, right? So this would be given in your NCERT textbook. So the correct answer for this question is going to be option B, right? Now, next one. The next question after this, we have alkaline KMnO4. This is an interesting question from D block. Alkaline KMnO4 oxidizes iodide to a particular product. What KMnO4 is it talking about? It is alkaline. In acidic medium, permanganate gets converted into Mn2+. Since this has been asked in alkaline medium, in the next shifts, maybe it can be asked with respect to acidic medium, or K2Cr2O7 also can be asked, right? So in alkaline medium, KMnO4 oxidizes. First, KMnO4 gets converted into MnO2, and iodide ion gets oxidized to iodate ion, IO3 minus, right? Iodide to iodate. Iodide to iodate ion, right? This happens in alkaline medium. Whereas in acidic medium, if it is an acidic medium, KMnO4, the manganate part, MnO4 minus, permanganate ion gets converted into Mn2+, and iodide ion over there, that is I minus, gets converted into iodine. Okay, right? Please keep this in your mind. So we have iodide. Here the charge is -1. Calculate the charge of iodine over here. It is going to be X plus 3 into -2 is equal to -1. X is equal to +5. So the oxidation state of iodate ion has been asked. So oxidation state is going to be +5. Right? Clear? Everyone? Now, moving on to the next question after this. Electronegativity of group 14 elements decreases from silicon to lead. That is statement number 1. Okay. Now this has been asked from P block class 11. Again, it is directly from your NCERT textbook. See, we have carbon, silicon, germanium, tin and lead. Now if you look at the electronegativities in the table, carbon's electronegativity 2.5, 2.5. Here we have the electronegativity as 1.8, 1.8, 1.8, and the electronegativity of lead slightly increases to 1.9. Please look at your NCERT textbook tables. Refer to the tables if at all there is any exception. So the questions are asked in such a way. Okay, right? So the general trends with respect to the tables has been asked. So statement 1, electronegativity decreases from silicon to lead. Now it is almost remaining same, almost remaining constant, and suddenly it is increasing, which means statement 1 is wrong. Okay, statement number 2, group 14 contains non-metals, metals as well as a metalloid. Do you think that this is correct? Group 14 contains non-metal, yes, carbon, non-metal, silicon, metal, lead, metal, silicon, metalloid and lead, metal. So everything is there. So here the correct answer is statement 2. So statement 1 is false and statement 2 is true. The correct answer goes for option D. Okay, right. Clear everyone? Moving on to the next question after this, we have total number of species having bond order is equal to 1 and is paramagnetic. Okay, so this is from chemical bonding and molecular structure chapter. According to molecular orbital theory, we have calculation of bond order. You need not do all such calculation. Just remember one small thing. See, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. This is for number of electrons. Okay, number of electrons, right? And 14, 13, 12, 11 and 10. Okay. Now this is also with respect to the number of electrons. Now just check the bond order. In these cases bond order is 3, 2.5, and here the bond order is 2, here the bond order is 1.5, here the bond order is 1. Okay, right? So the one which is paramagnetic and bond order is equal to 1. So what you need to check when you have paramagnetic substance, it should either be odd electron species. Odd electron species must be present. Okay, right? Next one is the number of electrons. Number of electrons should either be equal to 16 or 10. 10 or 16. Only then you are going to get bond order equal to 1. See, sorry, number of electrons should be 16 or 10. Only then you are going to get it as paramagnetic species. Okay, right. So now in B2, in the case of B2, how many electrons does it have? 10. N2 2 plus. N2 has 14 electrons. 2 plus 12 electrons. N2 14. O2 has 16 and plus 2 more electrons, it is going to be 18, and fluorine also 18, right? So if you want the substance to be paramagnetic, it should be having odd electrons. Does any of these have odd electrons? No. Second thing, number of electrons should either be 16 or 10. Any of the cases where the number of electrons are equal to 16? No, but the number of electrons are equal to 10, as well as if you have the number of electrons as 10, number of electrons as 10 over here, the bond order is coming out to be 1. So B2 has bond order 1, as well as B2 has 10 electrons, as well as B2 is paramagnetic. Okay, right? So there is no other way where you can find this combination, bond order 1 as well as paramagnetic. So it is just 1. The correct answer for this question is going to be 1. Okay, now moving on to the next one. Across the second period, just look at this statement. Across the second period, generally ionization energy of elements decreases. Generally, it is about the generalized statement. So if you look at the second period, across the period as we go, what would happen to the ionization energy? Ionization energy increases because size decreases and effective nuclear charge increases. This is what we have learned, isn't it? So if you see, effective nuclear charge is greater than screening effect across the second period. Since effective nuclear charge is more, that is why the size is decreasing, and that is why ionization energy is increasing. So what is he saying? Across the second period, generally ionization energy of elements decreases. Do you think that it really decreases? No, it increases, isn't it? So statement 1 is absolutely wrong. Z effective nuclear charge is greater than screening effect, obviously. So statement 1 is false. Statement 2 is true. Nuclear charge is greater. That is why we are getting higher ionization energy across the second period. Okay, right. Next, in faintly alkaline medium MnO4 oxidizes I-2. This has been repeated. It oxidizes I-2, IO 3 minus. Okay, now the next one, match the following. This particular question, you might have been thinking that this has been asked from metallurgy chapter, but that is not true. For every P block chapter, right, whether it is from class 12 or class 11, initially an introductory part has been given about their occurrence. Okay, so from that part it has been asked. See, you have fluorspar goes for CaF2, right? These are the ores of particular elements. Okay, cryolite Na3Al F6. So A with Q and B with S. Bauxite, you might be knowing at least this. Bauxite, it is an ore of aluminium. So Al2O3 dot 2H2O. A is going with Q, B is going with S, C is going with P. A, Q, B, S and C, P, obviously D would be going with R. This one, dolomite, is MgCO3, right? So A is for Q, B is for S, Q and S, C is for P. QSP. So we have option B as our correct answer. Okay, right, clear? Now, next one, next question after this. Yeah. So here you see, how would you decompose KMnO4? When KMnO4 undergoes decomposition, it gets converted into, which of the following will be formed by the decomposition of KMnO4? It produces K2MnO4 as well as MnO2 as well as O2. Right, so this is straightforward from the NCERT textbook, from the D&F block elements chapter. There we have the reactions of KMnO4, right? So the correct answer is going to be K2MnO4 and MnO2. Option B would be the correct answer for this particular question. Okay, right. Now, next one after this. Next question after this we have, how many of the following compounds have one lone pair on the central atom? See, in the first case, we have ClF3. Just have a look at it. You need not draw the structure always. Look at the central atom. Chlorine is a central atom over here. How many electrons does it have outer? Total 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 3 fluorines would form 3 sigma bonds. So just look at the number of bond pairs it is forming. It is forming 3 bond pairs, and how many lone pairs are remaining? 2 lone pairs. So it is having 3 bond pairs and 2 lone pairs, right? So this would not be our choice. Next one, if you proceed, we have after ClF3 XeO3. Okay, XeO3. Xenon has 8 outer electrons, so we will put 8 lines like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oxygen forms a sigma bond as well as a pi bond. Pi bond should not be considered, right? So you have a sigma bond and a pi bond, sigma bond and pi bond, sigma bond and pi bond. 3 oxygens, 3 sigma bonds and 3 pi bonds we have. So how many bond pairs are we getting? First bond pair, second bond pair, and we have third bond pair. And how many lone pairs? 1 lone pair. So the arrangement over here is going to be 3 plus 1, which is 3 bond pairs plus 1 lone pair. Okay, moving on to the next one after this. I think we have it for BRF5. BRF5, we have BRF5. Bromine has 7 outer electrons, so we can see that you have 7 over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 5 fluorine atoms. 5 fluorine atoms. 5 sigma bonds, 4. 5 sigma bonds. You can find the number of bond pairs to be 5 and the number of lone pairs to be 1. So I can write this as 5 plus 1 arrangement. 5 bond pairs and 1 lone pair. Okay, right. Yes. Now moving on to the next one. After BRF5, we have XeF4. Similar way, you can find this XeF4. Xenon has 8 outer electrons. 8 outer electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 fluorine atoms. 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of bond pairs are 4 over here, followed by the number of lone pairs, which are 2. So this is going to be a 4 plus 2 arrangement. 4 bond pairs plus 2 lone pairs. Right? So we have done it till XeF4, O3 and NH3 structure. You people know it very well. O3 structure is going to be like this: O double bond O, right? And this one is going to be a dative bond. The central atom is just having 1 lone pair. Okay, if it is just O2, each of the oxygen atom would have 2 lone pairs. This atom would also have 2 lone pairs, but it is forming a dative bond. So this oxygen's electrons are as it is intact. Now you can see over here that the number of bond pairs plus lone pairs are going to be equal to 1 over here in this case. And the next one is ammonia molecule, which you are well aware of: nitrogen, hydrogen, 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 and there is going to be a single lone pair, right? So the lone pair over here is equal to 1. Okay, so how many examples, in how many examples could you find that number of lone pairs are 1? Here it is 2, so we'll not consider this. Lone pair 1, lone pair 1, and lone pair 1 and lone pair 1. So we have 4 cases where the number of lone pairs are equal to 1. So the answer for this question is going to be equal to 4. Okay, clear everyone? Yeah. Everyone clear? Okay, right. So this is what you have to do with this question. See, in organic chemistry part, whatever has been done till now, we have seen everything is straight from the NCERT textbook, right? So specifically for the block elements, you have D and F block elements, strengths in P block. Please refer to the NCERT textbook, right? So maybe in the upcoming sessions, you might have the NCERT textbook questions only, but different ones. Like we have seen it in an alkaline medium, we might see in an acidic medium. We have the number of bond pairs and lone pairs arrangement, Westphal theory question. In the next case, the questions would be with respect to what could be the geometry of these molecules, etc. Okay, right? So please take care of these kind of questions. Now, next one, we are going to start organic chemistry first. See, in the first case, we are given benzene and CH double bond CH2, which means it is a styrene molecule. So on styrene molecule, yeah, so on styrene molecule, we have, yeah, so on styrene molecule, what we are going to do is, we are adding H2 in the presence of H plus, which means Markov-Nikov's rule would be following over here. The carbon which has less number of hydrogens to which we are going to attach our OH group. So we have CH, OH over here, and then CH3. Okay. To this we have added CrO3. We have added CrO3. Okay, it is an oxidizing agent and this is a 2-degree alcohol. You are going to get a corresponding ketone out of this. So you would be getting C double bond O CH3. On this, what we have done? We have added NH2 NH2 hydrazine followed by KOH. There should be some other thing as well, which is ethylene glycol. This is a straightforward named reaction from aldehydes ketones chapter. Okay, right. So this particular reaction, you have a carbonyl compound by using hydrazine, KOH, and we have also ethylene glycol. What reaction is this? Come on, comment. The reaction over here is Wolff-Kishner's reduction. So this particular ketone would undergo reduction to produce CH2CH3. So we are getting ethyl benzene over here. The correct answer for this question is option B. Okay, right. Now moving on to the next one after this. The next question after this we have, okay. So yeah, the next question after this we have it over here. See, in this case we have added Cl2 in the presence of sunlight. Now this particular reaction proceeds through free radical mechanism. Which free radical is going to be more stable? The one which is allylic, isn't it? This particular free radical is more stable, right? So Cl would be added over here and you are going to get this compound, right? So in the presence of sunlight, even if you heat it, you are going to get this particular compound. Next one, we have Cl2 in the presence of CCl4. Now here you are going to get an anti-addition product. So your answer for this question, this particular part, you are going to get a ring over here anyways. Apart from that, you have a Cl over here. Since it is an anti-addition, the other part is going to be represented in this way. So in this case, the correct answer for this question is going to be option A. Okay, right. Now moving on to the next one after this. What effect is observed in which the interaction occurs between lone pair and pi bond? Lone pair and pi bond. Let us say you have A double bond, B single bond, C, and there is a lone pair. Okay, what effect do you observe? There is a lone pair. This particular element should be electron deficient. So I'll just migrate the electrons over here. You will be representing this as A lone pair, single bond, B double bond, C. What effect is this? This is resonance effect. So the simple straightforward question, right? So resonance effect. Okay, right. Now next one after this. Okay, so this is an interesting question. At one end we have styrene and at the other end we have an ether. Okay, we are adding HBr in excess. For this case, it should follow Markov-Nikov's rule. That means Br should attach to the carbon having less number of hydrogen. There is no peroxide over here, so it will normally follow Markov-Nikov's product. So you are going to get a benzene ring, and then here we are going to get CH, Br, and then CH3. Okay. Now this particular HBr, see, you cannot break this bond. This bond cannot be broken because it is having a partial double bond character, isn't it? Rather, you are going to break this bond, and this O minus would be attached with H plus, and then you are going to get ethanol. So you are going to get OH over here, plus the other product is CH3, CH2, OH, right? So this has not been asked. So look at this. We have a phenolic group, and then the other one is bromine on first carbon. So correct answer would be option D, right? Phenol and CH, Br, CH3. Option D is our correct answer. Okay, right? Moving on to the next question. After this, we have the energy difference between actual structure and its most stable resonating structure having least energy. Actual structures, how simple questions have been asked. Actual structure and its most stable resonating structure would be resonance energy only. Na? See, the term itself says most stable resonating structure. So energy is going to be resonance energy. Simple, right? Next one, next question after this. Type of amino acids obtained on hydrolysis of protein molecule. To what are the type of amino acids which are obtained? See, for suppose you have CH and you have C double bond OH and you have NH2 and you have an R group. So if the same carbon carries both carboxylic acid as well as amino part, that particular amino acid is going to be called as alpha amino acid, right? What is beta, sir? If one carbon has carboxylic acid and the other carbon immediately after that, the other carbon after that carbon has amino group, then it is going to be called as beta amino acid. Here, same carbon, NH2 as well as COOH. Okay, so proteins would give alpha amino acids. The correct answer for this question is option A. Okay, right. So after this, we have the next question. Which of the following can be oxidized by Fehling's solution? Fehling's solution. Fehling's solution is a mild oxidizing agent. Mild oxidizing agent. Now, what can it oxidize? It can oxidize aliphatic aldehydes. It can oxidize aliphatic aldehydes only. It cannot touch aromatic aldehydes. Neither it can oxidize ketones. Tollens reagent, it can oxidize aliphatic aldehydes, it can oxidize alpha hydroxyketones, it can oxidize terminal alkynes, it can oxidize this one, hemiacetals, etc. Isn't it? So Fehling's reagent can oxidize aliphatic aldehydes only. So this is an aliphatic aldehyde, this is an aliphatic aldehyde, this is a ketone, benzene and COCH3C. pH is phenyl group, and then we have C double bond of CH3. This is a ketone, so it cannot oxidize. And we have benzaldehyde. This also cannot be oxidized by Fehling's reagent, and then this can be oxidized. Here you have a benzene ring, it cannot be oxidized. So you have 1, 2 and 3. So 3 cases it can oxidize. So the answer for this question is going to be 3. Okay, right. Now next question after this. So the number of simple straightforward question, alkene and reductive ozonolysis. So if you break this, what are you going to get? CH3, CH, double bond O. You just need to replace that carbon double bond carbon with carbon double bond oxygen. Here also the same case, C, CH3, H, and we have a double bond O, right? So the number of oxygen per molecule. Number of oxygen atoms per molecule. In one molecule, how many oxygen atoms are there? One molecule, you have just one oxygen atom. So the answer for this question is straightforward 1. Okay, right? Clear everyone? Now, moving on to the next one. Yeah, This question, see, have a close look at this. Sulfur containing compounds in the following cases. Okay, right. So in this case, first one, you have cysteine thiophenol. Thio, whenever you have thio, it means oxygen has been replaced with sulfur, isn't it? So thiophenol is going to be benzene and SH. This would have sulfur in it. Okay, right. Next, furane. Furane looks like this. Furane is this one. Does it have sulfur? No. Pyrrole, it looks like this. Okay, pyrrole looks like this. It has nitrogen. So furane does not have, pyrrole does not have. And then we have guanine and cytosine. Have you ever heard these two? Guanine and cytosine. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, thiamine. All these are what? These are present in DNA. These are what? These are nitrogenous bases. Nitrogenous bases would have nitrogen, isn't it? Why will it have sulfur? It will not have sulfur, isn't it? So cytosine and guanine is not our answer. We have cysteine is an amino acid. So amino acid, we have one of the bonds with hydrogen, one of the bonds with carboxylic acid, one of the bonds with NH2, and one of the bonds with CH2SH. This is cysteine. Okay, right. Now, how many of the following would have sulfur? Cysteine has sulfur in it. Cysteine has sulfur in it. Thiophenol has sulfur in it. Apart from these two, there is no other one. So the correct answer for this question, is 2. 2 compounds have sulfur in them. Okay, right. Moving on to the next one. This is physical chemistry part. We have, see, simple, straightforward molarity question has been asked. Can you just imagine? Question on molarity has been a straightforward question. What is the formula for molarity? Molarity is equal to given mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute into 1000 divided by volume of solution in ml. Okay, now that the question is with respect to density, you people know it very well. Density of solution is equal to mass of solution divided by volume of solution. Can you just imagine questions like this have been asked? Divided by volume of solution. You need to replace with respect to volume, so you'll put volume as mass upon density. You'll put mass upon density over here. The formula would then become molarity is equal to given mass of solute divided by molar mass of solute into 1000. In place of volume, I'm going to put mass upon density. So this would be density of solution divided by mass of solution, right? So mass of solution and density of solution. Okay, so what is the mass of solute? Since it is 36%, you're going to consider that as 36 grams. Okay, so 36 grams of solute divided by molar mass of solute has been given. Molecular weight is again 36 into 1000 into density of solution is how much? 1.25 gram per ml divided by mass of solution is how much? Solid is 36%, solvent will be 64%, solution will be 100%. So you'll put 100 over here, cancel things out. You have 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, cancelled out. 1.5 into 10, it is going to be 12.5 molar or 12.5 mole per liter will be your answer. The correct answer for this question is option A. Right? Simple question, straightforward formula application. That's it, nothing else. Okay, right. Now, moving on to the next one. After this, we have which is the correct set of quantum number for valence electrons of rubidium-37. Okay, so you should know what is the electronic configuration of rubidium. Okay, so here we have the Moyle's energy level diagram: 1s, 2s, 2p, then we have 3s, 3p, 3d, and then we have 4s, 4p, 4d, 4f, and then 4f, and then we have 5s, 5p, 5d, 5f, and so on. We do not require so much, so I'll just stop it over here. We have the configuration represented like this. First we'll fill 1s, then 2s, then 2p, 3s, then we'll fill 3p, 4s, then we'll fill 3d, 4p, 5s, then 4d, 5p, 6s, and so on like this. We have the nearest noble gas for this is going to be krypton. Krypton's electronic configuration, krypton's atomic number is 36. Helium is 1s2, neon is 2s2, 2p6. Next, argon 3s2, 3p6, krypton 4s2, 4p6. Okay, so we are going to write it as argon 4s2, 3d10 and 4p6. This is for krypton. But for rubidium, which is 37, you are just going to write it as krypton. Okay, so krypton has been filled till 4p6. We have krypton 5s1. Okay, so what is the principal quantum number over here? Principal quantum number is 5. Azimuthal quantum number, since S is there, the azimuthal quantum number is 0. Magnetic quantum number is 0. Spin quantum number can be either plus half or minus half. So this particular set should be present in your answer. We have n is equal to 5, L is equal to 0, M is equal to 0, S is equal to plus or minus half. It can be either plus half or minus half, or I write it as S is equal to plus half or S is equal to minus half. Okay, 5, 0, 0 plus minus half, 5, 0, 0. We just have only one option over here. The correct answer for this is going to be option A. Okay, right. Now, next one after this, the next question after this we have, see. Yeah, so many people have the exam on February 1st. Please be aware of one thing. Please solve as many questions as possible from your previous shifts. Okay, so what has been seen over here with the past 27th January 1st shift, 2nd shift, 29th January 1st shift, 29th January 2nd shift, also what has been seen is the similar models have been asked, right? So you will be aware of what to study and what not to study, right? So please solve as many questions as possible. Okay, right. So you did not understand. Okay, Kevin. So here you see what didn't you understand? Krypton's atomic number is 36. Okay, see, if you did not understand, I'll just put it in this way. Krypton's atomic number is 36. Okay, how would you write its electronic configuration? Krypton. Or I'll just directly go for rubidium. 37, right? So we'll start with 1s2. Then we have 2s2, then we have 2p6, just follow that, 1s2s2p, then we have 3s2, then we have 3p6, then we are going to fill, after 3p6 we are going to fill 4s2, then we have 3d10, then after 3d10 we have again 4p6 and then 5s1. Is it this adding up to 37 to 4 plus 6? 10, 10 plus 2, 12 plus 6, 18, 20, 30, 36 and 37. So the valence electron over here is going to be 5s1. Principal quantum number. What is the principal quantum number given over here? Principal quantum number is 5. If principal quantum number is 5, the range for azimuthal quantum number is 0 to n minus 1. The range of azimuthal quantum number should be 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so S denotes 0, P denotes 1, D denotes 2, F denotes 3 and so on, right? So since it is S, the azimuthal quantum number is 0. If it is P, azimuthal quantum number will be 1. See, 5 and 0, it represents 5s. 5 and 1, it represents 5p. 4 and 0, it represents 4s. 4 and 1 represents 4p. Simple. Okay, right? Now, if the value of L is 0, magnetic quantum number's range is minus L2 plus L. Okay, so what is minus 0 to plus 0? 0 only, na? So if L is 0, M will also be 0. So 5, 0 and 0 spin quantum number will be either plus or minus half. So this would be your answer, which is option number A, right? So I hope I am clear, Kevin. Okay, now moving on to the next one after this. We have the next question as, You need to find the sum of A, B, C and D. You can clearly observe this particular thing is in alkaline medium. Since it is an alkaline medium, the balancing of oxygen and hydrogen, is different from acidic medium. Okay, right? So let us start. So in alkaline medium, first identify the oxidation half. Oxidation half. Cl2 is in oxidation state of 0. Cl2 is an oxidation state of 0, and since it is getting oxidized, it should be getting converted into ClO minus. Okay, the oxidation state X minus 2 is equal to minus 1. The oxidation state of chlorine is plus 1 over here. It is plus 1 and here it is going to be 0. Okay, 0 first. Look at the chlorines and then look at the oxidation number. How many chlorines are there? 2 chlorines, sir. So here also there should be 2 chlorines. So 1 chlorine has a charge of plus 1, 2 chlorines should have a charge of plus 2. So it is moving from 0 to plus 2 rather, not plus 1. So we will put it as plus 2 electrons. Okay. So oxidation state of individual chlorine is plus 1 only. Since we have 2 chlorine atoms, we have represented it as 2 electrons. Okay, for 1 chlorine we require 1 electron to be lost. 2 chlorines would have 2 electrons which are lost. Okay, now the next part which we have is the reduction half. Reduction half. The same Cl2 molecule is getting converted into Cl minus. Okay, so balance this first. We'll put 2 Cl minus 0. You can see the charge minus 1. For 2 chloride ions, it is going to be minus 2, 0 to minus 2, right? So I'll put 0 over here, and here you have minus 1 for 1 chloride ion. For 2 chloride ions, it is going to be 2. So we will put plus 2 electrons over here. Okay, chlorine and electrons both are balanced. Now next, what do we have to balance? It is about the oxygens part and hydrogens. Okay, since it is an alkaline medium, what we have, first add these two, just sum up these two. You will represent this as 2Cl2. Okay, gives rise to 2ClO minus plus 2Cl minus, right? So this is what you are going to write over here. Okay, right. So chlorines are balanced. Now look at oxygen atoms. Oxygen atoms in this case are going to be, here you have 2 oxygens, there is no oxygen over there. So you will put, let me put 2Cl2 over here, 2Cl2, and then oxygen atoms, I have 2, so I'll put 2OH minus. Okay, oxygen atom, for 2 oxygens I have put 2 hydroxide ions in basic medium. Next, look at hydrogens. How many hydrogens are there? 2 hydrogens. Here also there should be 2 hydrogens. For 2 hydrogens you need to add 2 water molecules. The number of water molecules added again should be balanced with OH minus. See, again I'll explain. You have 2 OH minus, hydrogens are 2. For 2 hydrogens you are adding 2 H2O. Okay, if you have added 2 H2O over here, on the opposite end again add 2 OH minus. So this 2 OH minus would rather become 4 OH minus, isn't it? Okay, right. So this would become 4 OH minus. So this would be represented as plus 4 OH minus. Okay, now see, everything is balanced. Look at chlorines, 4 chlorines, 2 plus 2, 4 chlorines, oxygens, 4 oxygens, 2 plus 2 oxygens, 4 hydrogens, 4 hydrogens, everything is balanced. Now what do we need to do over here? A, B, C and D. Look at this. Chlorines, how many did we get? 2 over here. But how many has been represented over here? 1. So for everything we have represented as 2, make it to 1 now. Let us make it to 1. If it is 2 in place of 2Cl2, I'll write it as Cl2. Cl2 and I mean we are dividing this equation by 2. Cl2 plus 2 OH minus gives rise to ClO minus plus Cl minus plus H2O. So we have divided this equation by 2. That's it. So this is your A, B, C and D now. This is A, OH minus, B is ClO minus, C is chloride ions, and D is water molecule. Just add the stoichiometric coefficients. So 2 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. 2 plus 3, which is 5. So the answer for this question is going to be 5. Answer is 5. Okay. Right. Now, moving on to the next one after this. Yeah. See, K net. This is from activation energy K net, which means it is from chemical kinetics chapter. So how would you write the formula for K? K is equal to A into E power minus EA by RT. This is what you have to do. K net has been given to you, so you'll just substitute this formula everywhere. In place of K net, let us put it as A into E power minus EA net divided by RT. This is for K net. How do you write K1? A into E power minus EA 1 by RT, and into we have into K2. So this would be represented as A into E power minus EA 2 by RT. Yes, getting the point, right? Divided by, we have something as K3 now, divided by K3. So this would be A into E power minus EA by R minus EA3 by RT. Right? So this is what which we have to write overall with respect to this particular equation. Okay. Now in the next step, see, we have K net, or this particular thing can be represented as A into E power minus EA net divided by RT is equal to A into E power minus EA1 into minus EA2, and this goes to the numerator, plus EA3 divided by RT. This is what which we can write, isn't it? Divided by RT. Okay, right? So we have the common equation now. With this particular thing, what inference can we draw? We have it as the inference which can be put over here. I'll just write the inference. See, we have minus EA minus EA net minus EA net is equal to minus EA1 minus EA1 minus EA2 plus EA3. Okay, if it is plus EA net, the question is with respect to EA net, it's not minus EA net. So if it is plus EA net, then this is going to be EA1 plus EA2 minus EA3. Okay, values are given. Values are given for EA1. EA1 is 40 plus EA2 is 50 minus EA3 is 60. 40 plus 50, 90. 90 minus 60, we have 30 kilojoules per mole, right? So the answer for this question is going to be 30 kilojoules per mole. Okay, this is your answer. Clear, everyone? Right, now moving on to the next one after this. The next question, which is incorrect statement for spontaneous process at constant temperature and pressure? If the reaction is spontaneous, delta G should be negative, isn't it? Which is incorrect. Obviously, delta G positive is going to be incorrect. See how simple the questions have been asked. Okay, right. Next one, the next question after this. The osmotic pressure of a solution containing non-volatile solute is 7 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal at 273 Kelvin. Osmotic pressure of the solution at 283 Kelvin. The same solution, which means same concentration would be there. Let us consider this as pi 1, which would be equal to CRT1. Okay, what is the value of pi 1? Pi 1's value is 7 into 10 to the power 5 is equal to CR. I do not bother about C and R. So let us put it like this. We have pi 2 is equal to CRT2. Just divide these two. When we divide these two, pi 1 divided by pi 2, CRT1 divided by CRT2, C and R would get cancelled. We have pi 1 by pi 2 is equal to T1 divided by T2. Pi 1 by pi 2 is equal to T1 by T2. Look at the value. What has been asked? The value of pi 2, isn't it? So pi 2 would be equal to pi 1 into T2 divided by T1. What is the value of pi 1? 7 into 10 to the power 5 into what is the value of T2? T2 is going to be 283 divided by 273. Just a simple calculation which we need to do. See the answer, 283 divided by 273. It is going to be something little higher than 1. Okay, so 7 into something little higher than 1 will be 7.25 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. That will be our answer. The correct answer for this question is option A. Okay, right. So I hope you have got all the questions solutions, and I hope it has boosted your confidence. Those who are attempting the next shift, all the very best for you all. And please make sure that you practice as many as PYQs as possible, because the questions we can relate. Okay, right? So all the best for your examination. Thank you. Have a great day. Within 2 minutes, your maths faculty would be joining to discuss the maths solutions. Thank you.
Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Physics Wallah. How are you all? Please let me know if I am audible to you. Hello, students. Hi, Vinay. How are you? Okay, let's say yesterday's shift, one questions mathematics section. When you look at this mathematics section, the first question is from probability. So one of your favorite topic, right? The first question is on probability. Let a die roll till 2 is obtained. The probability that 2 obtain an even number toss is equal to. So number of times we do such questions even in board exams also, right? So what is the probability here? What is the success here? The success here is getting 2, right? Getting 2. So let us consider success as P. So then getting to the probability is 1 by 6. So what is Q? That means not getting 2 is 5 by 6, right? So we need to get our success in even number toss. So even number toss means second toss, right? The second toss or fourth toss or sixth toss and so on, right? And so on. Infinite series we would get. Right. So second toss means what is happening in first toss. What's happening in first toss? The first toss we failed. So that means a Q. Simple. The second toss P. Success probability. Now fourth toss means first trial, second trial and third trial. In all these 3 trials we failed. So that means a Q, Q, Q. So fourth success probability, right? So next, sixth, that means Q power 5, P and so on. So I think you all got the series, right? So I can take P common, the remaining is a Q plus Q cube, Q power 5 plus and so on. So what it is? P times, this is infinite GP. What is infinite GP? Number of times we come across infinite GP. So S infinity is A by 1 minus R, where A is Q by 1 minus common ratio is a Q square. So that means P is 1 by 6. Now you substitute. Q is 5 by 6 and 1 minus 25 by 36. 25 by 36. Alright, so 36 will get cancelled. 5 by 36 minus 25, which is 11. 5 by 11. So those who attended the session, how many of you solved this question? Right. So this is one of the first priority question. So easy question. Hi Sumit. How are you all? Bhavya, Surya, Sweetie, Umesh. Right. Very nice. Now let's move on to the next question. Next question is from permutation. The permutation question here, in this permutation question, right, rank. So, but t is repeated here, right? So, instead of going in simple order, simple order, let us go with the shortcut method. So, what is the shortcut method here? G, T, W, E, N, T, Y. Step 1 is first we number each and every letter according to dictionary order, right? So what is the first one? E is the first one. The second one is G, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, 4. Here T repeated twice, so I'm giving 4 for both T's. Okay. So next 5, this is 6. So what we will do, what is the shortcut method in one step, how we can write this answer? Once look at the first letter is G, right? So how many numbers which are less than 2 on its right side? As it is 2, one is less than 2, all other are greater than, so there is only one such number. So one time how many letters are present? 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 are present, 6 factorial, but in which T is repeated twice, so that's why by 2 factorial. Once again I'm repeating here the simplest method, what it is, right? So we have numbered each letter according to dictionary order. Afterwards, we looked at first letter is G, whose number is 2, right? So now what we are counting, the number which are less than 2 and lying on its right side. Okay, so only one such number, one time. So remaining letters, so total 7-letter word, so remaining 6 letters are there. So 6 factorial by 2 factorial. The same way we will follow. So now coming to T, so for T, it's a 4. How many numbers less than 4 on its right side? Only 2. So 2 times. So now 5 factorial. So T twice. So 2 factorial. Same process. 5. How many letters less than? How many numbers less than 5? Less than 5. 1, 2, 3. So 3. 4 factorial. But T is only one time. Already T is counted once. So now no by 2 factorial. Next. After 1, so no number which is less than 1, so 0, 0, 3 factorial. Next, after 3, no number less than 0, 2 factorial. After 4 also, no number less than 4, 0 times 1 factorial. So finally we will write 1. So this is the simplest method. Okay, so then what we can write, 6 factorial is 720, 720 by 2, 360, and 5 factorial, 2 got cancelled, 120, 4 factorial is 24, 24 times 3, so 24 times 3, 42, plus 1, so how much it is? 380, 480, 482, 483, 7. So 553 is the right answer. Okay. So the first question is from the probability. The second, what we have discussed, is a permutation. So these are usually what we suggest children in this JEE preparation. So when we are answering a probability or permutation questions, the questions occurred directly from the concept. You answer it. If there are multiple conditions are present, so just give it time. So because sometimes we will miss the conditions, right? So, but we got a direct question, right? So I hope you understood, right? Moon MC, right? Kiwi, right? Next question. Next question is from the binomial, but this year series, properties and series is removed from binomial, but the question came from binomial series. So let us see then what they will do for this question. Okay, but let us complete this question, and this is also like standard properties what we will learn in general in JEE preparation, right? So what is that? By 2, by 3, by 10, so integration model. into 2 times, 3 times binomial coefficients, then we apply differentiation, right? So here integration, so what we will do, the different ways, if you remember certain binomial properties like a series, we can directly apply, but I'm going with the standard process to find it. 1 plus x whole power 11 I have taken. So the simple thing what it is, 11c0, 11c1 x, 11c2 x square, plus and so on, plus 11c9 x power 9, 11c10 x power 10, last one 11c11 x power 11. Just we have taken standard binomial expansion. So what we do in such series is, right, standard question, right? But it is not in this year's syllabus. It is in binomial properties is from the removed syllabus. Let us see NTA what they will do in final key. Here what we will do, in order to get it, integrate on both sides. Integrate on both sides with respect to x from 0 to 1. See the magic here. Integration 1 plus x whole power. So then what is the integration? 1 plus x power 12 by 12 limits 0 to 1. Similarly, 11c0 x limits 11c2 x square by 2, 11c3 x cube, 11c1 x square by 2, 11c2 x cube by 3, plus and so on. The last one, 11c9 x power 10 by 10, 11c10 x power 11 by 11, plus 11c11 x power 12 by 12 limits 0 to 1. So this is the magical step in this particular series, right? So what do you get, my dear students? So when we apply upper limit 1 plus 1 2 power 12, when you apply lower limit 0 1 plus 0 1 by 12, which is equal to 11c0 is not present, so that is 11c0 is 1, that will become 1, and remaining 11c2 1 by 2, so 11c3 1 by 3, plus and so on, plus 11c9 1 by 10. So this is what we need, and remaining 11c10 upper limit 1, lower limit no need to substitute, it is 0. So 1 by 11 plus 11c0, I will tell you 11c0 is 11 only, so 11 will get cancelled, that would be 1, and plus 11c11 1, and that is 1 by 12. So this whole part we need, right? Just we need to write the other cases. So plus 1 by 12, here also if you send it other side, 2 power 12 minus 2 by 12 and minus 2. So which is equal to, that whole part is equal to, LHS is equal to, LHS means the given one is equal to. So 2 power 12, let us cancel this, 2 power 11 minus 1 by, so if you cancel 6 minus 2, right? So we can write 2 power 12, 2 power 12, 2 power 11 minus 13 by 6. What is 2 power 11? So 2 power 10. When we write 1 MB, 1 KB, write MBs in KB, GBs in MBs, that is always, we take the 2 power 10, 1024, right? So this is 1024. So 2 power 11, 2048. 2048 minus 13 by 6, right? 2035. 2035 minus, so M is 2035, N is 2035, M is 6. So that means 2035 plus 6 minus 8. We need to subtract 2. So 2033 is the answer. But what they will do, we don't know, right? So let us see. Okay, right? Hello, my dear students. Next question from one of our another favorite chapter, sequences and series. Great. Great, Sumit. Great. So, AR, GP has 64 terms. Okay. And 7 times SN, only odd terms, find the value of R. Find the value of R. Simple formula, direct formula. So, what is the sum of n terms of GP series? Sum of n terms of GP series is A times R, number of terms 64 minus 1 by R minus 1, which is equal to 7 times. When we consider only odd terms, what do we get? First term will come, third term will come A square, next fifth term will come A times R power 4 and so on. So then sum of these odd terms, how many terms? The total 64 terms, how many odd terms would be present? So 32, right? So then A times again, but common ratio now it will become R square, right? So number of terms, my dear students, total 64, we are counting only odd number of odd terms only. So how many odd terms? So 32 minus 1 by R square minus 1. So A got cancelled, right? Luckily, this is also R power 64 minus 1. Here also R power 64 minus 1. Both got cancelled. And 1 by R minus 1, which is 7 by R square minus 1, which is nothing but R minus 1, R plus 1. R minus 1 again got cancelled. So we got R plus 1 is equal to 7. R is equal to 6. Right? Again, A is our option. Right? Very good. Kevin, right? Hello, my dear students. How are you all? Surya, Sunny, Bhavya, Sumit, are you following? Sadiq. Great, Nana, great. Yes, very easy, Sumit, right? Right? So, next question, limit x is tending to pi by 2, right? Integral x cube to pi by 3 power 3 cos t power 1 by 3. So, it is based on limits as well as integration. Great. Okay. So when we substitute, what it is happening, this is coming out 0, right? So this is also 0. What we will do? We will apply L'Hopital rule. First and foremost point. So always we are most interested to apply L'Hopital rule if the question gives us a chance, right? So here also we do limit x is tending to pi by 2. So when we apply, what do we get? Cos upper limit constant. So we need to write the 0 minus. Next, cos t power 1 by 3. So derivative of cosine. No. So cos instead of t, we apply a limit. So what is the limit here? X cube. X cube power 1 by 3, that will become x. I'm telling you again, upper limit is constant, so it is 0 we need to write. So because the differentiation will come now. So right, we are applying Leibniz rule. Minus, for lower limit is x cube. Wherever t is present, we apply x cube. So x cube power 1 by 3, it will become x. So it is cos x, right? So afterwards, derivative of x cube, we need to write 3x square. 3x square. This is what the process is. How we apply L'Hopital rule. Now coming to denominator, 2 times x minus pi by 2. 2 times x minus pi by 2. This is what it is. Now what we can write? Just we can apply. In order to apply, just let us make a change. Cos x as sin pi by 2 minus x. X minus pi by 2. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta, right? But I have written x minus theta, so this minus is also absorbed into it. So now 2 times sine x this is x minus pi by 2 and x square as it is. Now once you apply 3 by 2 pi square by 4, this whole term will become 1 since it is sine theta with theta. Alright, so 3 pi square by 8 is our right answer. Option C is our right answer. Hi Ramesh. They will tell Nana, Ramesh. Very good. Right, Nana. Great. Surya? Yeah, right answer. You gave right answer, Surya. Great, Nana. Right. Next. Next question again. See sequences and series. Nowadays, as it is an online examination, we are not correctly getting, right? So correctly getting into as per the chapter and the number of questions. So we can't estimate. So like sequences and series, only one question, application of derivatives, 2 questions. We can't say. Sometimes you may not get a question, you may get a more number of questions. So for example, so you see this question, sequences and series, it is the second question, right? Kenya well. Kathria. I'm not sure, Nana. I'm not sure. Okay. Okay, fine. So this is another interesting question. Have you noticed here? Here arithmetic progression. The question. So try to understand, my dear students. The question is how it is framed, right? How it is framed. So it is the arithmetic progression and as well as least. So maxima and minima. A question is connected with the 2 items. One is the arithmetic progression, other one is the maxima and minima, right? So what we will write here, A6 is equal to 2, my dear students. What is A6? In AP, generally, we take a first term as A and a common difference as D. So then it is A plus 5D. A plus 5D is equal to 2. This is what it is. What is our function? The function is A1, A4, A5. What is A1? A1 is nothing but A. A4, A plus 3D. A5, A plus 4D. Right? Yes. What is A? A is 2 minus 5D. A plus 3D. We want only 3D. Send 2 the other side. So 2 minus 2D. We want 4D. So send D on other side. So 2 minus D. That's all. We take 2 common. 2 minus 5D. What do we get here? 1 minus D. 2 minus D. So many times any student who is in JEE preparation many times come across cubic equation finding its maximum or minimum values, right? So the same thing, it is a cubic equation in terms of D. Finding maximum minima of this cubic equation is our answer, right? So that's all. But it is connected with the sequences and series like arithmetic progression and maxima minima. Okay, so then I will take only f of D. My function is only this one. 2 minus, I dropped this 2 because we want only D, right? So this is just multiplication. Maybe you can apply direct multiplication also. As we know, x minus alpha, x minus beta, x minus gamma, but I'm multiplying it directly. 1 2s are 2 and minus d minus 2d minus 3d plus d square. Afterwards 5d d square minus 5d cube. Next, coming to d terms, 5 2s are 10 d square. So this is 5 3s are 15, 15 plus 2 17d square. Is it correct? 5 3s are 15. 15d square and 2d square. Next, coming to d, minus 10d minus 60 minus 16d. Coming to constant plus 4. This is what my function is. How do you find maxima or minima? So just we will write f dash of t. Derivative. Derivative is minus 15 times d square plus 34 times d minus 16. Can we take anything common? No, this is a 15 and 16. We can't take it. So I can take minus common. 15d square minus 34d minus plus 16. So factors. So what we can write? Which is equal to minus. This is 15 times 16. 15 times 16. Don't multiply this. The simple method is write the factors. 3 5s are here. 4 times 4. We want 34, 20, 12. 5, 20, 12, 20. What are the factors here? 15d square. So 5 and 3. If I write 5d here, something, here 3d. What about the factors? 16, 2, 8. 15 into 16. So minus 2, 6, 8. Yes. So this is minus 2, 8, minus 8. And here coming to the 2. Once look at here. 5d, 3d, 15d square, 5d, 2. So minus 10d. And this is 24. Minus 10 minus 24, that is minus 34, 16. So d is equal to 8 by 5 or 2 by 3. There are two options, 2 by 3 or 8 by 5. But we have only one option, we can mark it. But we need to make it is a least. So for that, I will find the second derivative. Instead of this one, I will take the second derivative. When we take the second derivative, 30d minus, so that means 34. So once you check 30 into 8 by 5, so 5, 8, 64, it's a negative value. So that means f double dash of 8 by 5 is a negative. So that means it is the least. 8 by 5 is the right answer, right? The calculation part. So how do we simplify the calculation? It's okay, Piyush. Number is not important, Piyush, right? But it is going in the multiple channels, Piyush. Okay. So if anybody followed like my marathon, particularly in matrices, I said only 2 points. The sure short points is one is adjoint and inverse properties, adjoint and determinant properties. The second one is the system of equations, right? See, you got the question from adjoint and simple question. What is the simple question here? Determinant of 2a power 3 is 2 power 21, and make a note, alpha, beta are integers, right? Okay, fine. What is the formula we have? Determinant of ka, which is equal to k power n into determinant of a, where a is n by n matrix. I'm telling you once again, determinant of ka is a k power n determinant of a, right? Very nice. So now this is equal to 2 power 3 determinant of a, right? Whole power 3. So just I got 2 outside the determinant. According to the formula, this is a 3 by 3 matrix. So that what you would get, 2 power 21. Once you observe here 2 power 9 to 2 power, it will become 2 power 9, right? And determinant of a power 3, which is equal to 2 power 21. 2 power 21. Determinant of a power 3 is 2 power 3. So that means 2 power 21. 2 power 21 minus 9. What do you get? 2 power 9. 21 minus 9. So 13. So 12. That is 12. Next, what is the determinant of A? So determinant of A is equal to, that is a 2 power 3, 2 power 9. So determinant of A is just, luckily these two 0, these two 0. Then what do you get? Alpha square minus beta square. Right? So when it is alpha square, 2 power 3, determinant of A power 3. So that is a 2 power 9. That is 2 power 21. Yes. Now what you would get? Alpha square. So this is nothing but determinant of A is equal to 2 power 4. That is 16. Then what we have? Alpha square minus beta square is equal to 16. Alpha square minus beta square is equal to 16. Right? So this is usually we get, because these are integers, we always get Pythagoras triplet. Always we play with 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 5. Correct? So this is 16. What you will get? 5 square minus 3 square is equal to 4 square, right? So 5 square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square. Always we play with this triplet. Correct? Yes. So what is alpha then? Alpha beta. So then find alpha. So then find alpha. Find alpha will be, right? Alpha square is 5 square. Alpha is 5. Piyush, tell me, what's your doubt? Yes. Okay, so no need to write trial and error method, because always we play with that, right? If you can connect directly, such students could answer within seconds. So final point. Otherwise, they will make it alpha is equal to 1, 2, like that. They start using the trial and error method. Next. Now the next question is from the functions. Most often we get a question from composition, and composition given in piecewise functions, then we need to do it carefully, right? So I will tell you, usually we write the 4 different cases, but I will give you one simplest method for this question. F circle g of x, right? F circle g of x, which is equal to f of g of x. F of g of x. So in such cases, let us see g of x first. G of x is nothing but modulus of x, because here minus x, this is minus x, and this is plus x. Correct? Yes. See, in both the cases, this is minus 1 to plus 1. In both the cases, we will get 0 to 1 only. So g of x is always 0 to 1. F of x is given as 1 minus x by 2 when x is lying in between 0 to 1. Carefully understand here. Very simple. In one step we can write. G of x. You see, g of x always lies in between 0 to 1 in both the cases. When it is 0 to 1 in both the cases, what it is happening? This is 1 minus x by 2. So this is nothing but 1 minus x by 2 when 0 is less than x is less than or equal to 1. But for 0 is also there is a case, right? For 0, this is minus x. When it is minus x, then what it is happening? This is equal to 2. For 0, it is equal to 2. So that means it is a 2 for x is equal to 0. For x is equal to 0. Right? This is 1 minus x by 2. Right. So what is the range of 1 minus x by 2? As we know, 1 minus x by 2, coefficient of x is negative. It's a, which function is this? This will be like that, decreasing function. So substitute 0, you will get 1. Substitute 1, you will get 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 to 1. 1 by 2 is included, 1 is not included. At the same time, 2 is also included. So this is the right answer. Right answer. Right. You can ask Nana. You can ask Piyush. Piyush, which doubt you have? Last question means in last question, which point you want? Right. Next. Now the question is from circles. Now question is from the circles. So when we have a question from the circles, so we need to first, so always I advise, first let us visualize the given information, then we will apply, right? Whatever thoughts we are getting related to that given data, we will apply. So let us read the question first. Let a circle C of radius 5 lie below the x-axis. the line L1, 4x plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0 passes through the center P of the circle C and intersects the line L2 at Q. The line L2 touches the circle C at the point Q. Then the distance of P from the line. So that means a perpendicular distance from point to the line, right? Perpendicular distance. So that what we need to find. So in order to find it, that is very simple. Formula is ax1 plus by1 plus c by root a square plus b square, right? But problem is point is not known to us. P is not known to us. We need to find P. Piyush, what is the doubt, Nana? This is a Gujarati language channel. Why? This Nana, this proper discussion, whatever the right sessions is going on in multiple channels in English language, Piyush. Okay? Yes, I can understand your question, right? So the same time it is going in the multiple channels and we are following English language. Okay, just for only paper discussion, Piyush. I hope you can understand. Right. So coming to this point, circle. Let us take x-axis. Right. I will not take the y-axis, so unnecessary confusion. Or let us take. And the line is, what is the line here? 4x plus 3y plus 2. So that means it cuts both the negative axis. This will be like this. Right? And one more line, 3x minus 4y is equal to 11. So then that line will be like this. Okay, first I will take a circle, then after that P, center. Right. So now let us extend this line. Now we have one more line. What is another line? This is another line. The interesting point here is the center is C, center is P, and these two lines are intersecting at Q. We want to find P. So I will give you the simple method, interesting method. Two lines are there. So this Q is a common point of both the lines. That means it is a point of intersection, just point of intersection. What are the lines, my dear students? 4x plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. 3x minus 4y minus 11 is equal to 0. Right? Point of intersection. I will take cross multiplication method. So because the different coefficients are there, same coefficients are there, I would have taken right addition or subtraction. So I prefer multiplication, cross multiplication. 3 minus 4, 2 minus 11, and 4, 3 minus 4. This is what it is. Then what you would get, x by, this is minus 33 plus 8. So minus 25, which is equal to y by 6 plus 44, 50, which is equal to 1 by minus 16 minus 9, minus 25. So then we got the point Q. Q is 1 minus 2. This is the point Q. But our task is to find point P. So point P. I will tell you the simplest method. From the straight lines, we have one interesting point. So most important application among the 4, one is the parametric points, right? So parametric. So in this parametric points, what we will write? What is the formula? X1 plus or minus r cos theta, y1 plus or minus r sin theta. Right? Yes. So how do we get P? So P is a point which is at a distance 5 units, because radius is given 5. It's a 5 units from Q along the given line. 4x plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. So for that 4x plus 3y plus 2 is equal to 0. Tan theta is equal to minus 4 by 3. So what would be cos theta? Cos theta is minus 3 by 5. What is sin theta? Sin theta is 4 by 5. So this is what it is. Right? These are useful. So when we write directly, we will get the points. What is x1? x1 is 1. 1 plus r minus r is 5. Cos theta. Cos theta is minus 3 by 5. Next, y1. y1 is minus 2 plus or minus 5 times sin theta. Sin theta is 4 by 5. So what do you get? 5 got cancelled. This is 1 plus or minus minus 3 and minus 2 plus or minus 4. So this is 1 plus minus 3. So minus 2. And when you take the plus 2. This is 1 point. What is the other point? 1 plus 3, 4 and minus 6. This is what it is. So, but we will get the point left side. So this is our this is our required point. Minus 2 is our point. So P is, what we got? P is minus 2, 2. Now perpendicular distance from P to this point. So then perpendicular distance, direct formula, ax1 plus by1 plus c by root a square plus b square, that is minus 2 minus 10 minus 24 plus 51 divided by 5 square plus 12 square, obviously that is 169, under root 169 is 13. Right? So that's all. 34. So 34 plus 51 by 34 plus 51. 26. Yeah. So 2 would be the answer. Right? No, 34. So fraction we are getting. Right? Right. So we applied here beautifully parametric form. So when we recognize the importance of the parametric form, we can easily get the point P in this particular question. Next, another most repeated model, minus a2, one of our favorite model from definite integration. So which is nothing but minus a to a. So what is minus a to a? Minus a to a f of x dx. If it is even or odd, we will write. Right? So here what we will write, 0 to a direct form f of x plus f of minus x dx. This is most repeated form. This is most repeated form for our preparation. So when the function, so particularly this function, but two different functions are added here. So that's a little bit lengthy, right? So little bit lengthy. So then what we will write, according to this, according to that form, integral 0 to pi by 2. First f of x, x square cos x plus 1 plus pi power x. For our convenience, I am writing f of minus x only this part here itself. X square cos x by 1 plus pi power minus x. Because minus x square is also x square. Cos of minus x is also cos x. So no need to, we don't get any difference here. Again, we will get x square cos x only. Coming to the second part, 1 plus sin square x is divided by e power 1 plus e power sine 2023x. Next, again if you replace x by minus x, what would you get? 1 plus sin square of minus x, minus of course, but square is there, it will become 1 plus sin square x. This is 1 plus e power minus sine 2023x. Most of the times we repeat this model while we are practicing it, right? Right? Right. So when we consider here, understand here, pi power minus x. So that means what we have, for our reference, I'm writing here, plus 1 by 1 plus 1 by pi power x. So what would you get? 1 plus pi power x, this will be pi power x plus 1. So have you noticed both the denominators are same? We can add the numerator 1 plus pi power x. This is pi power x plus 1, which is equal to 1. So that means, so the students who are more acquainted with this model, they would directly write just x square cos x. That will become 1, right? So plus there what they will write 1 plus sin square x. That's all, dx. This is what it is, right? So now we need to apply integration. In order to apply integration, but it's a product of the function, then we need to apply, right, integration by parts. So I am applying integration by parts for this. X square integral cos x sin x 0 to pi by 2 minus integral 0 to pi by 2 derivative of x square 2x integral of cos x is sin x dx plus integral 1 is x 0 to pi by 2 sin square x integration. So sin square x integration directly we don't write, or 0 to pi by 2 you can write it directly also using a values formula, right? So what we can write, 2 minus 1 by 2 times pi by 2. Since we learned 0 to pi by 2 sin power nx dx, 0 to pi by 2 cos power nx dx, right? So 0 to pi by 2 luckily, so directly we can apply n minus 1 by n times pi by 2 since power is even number, right? Direct. So x square sin x, when we apply upper limit x square, this is pi square by 4, sin pi by 2 is 1. When you apply 0, anyhow it is 0. But still we need to apply integration here again by parts. So 2 times x times integral sin x is minus cos x minus integral 0 to pi by 2 derivative of x is 1 cos x. So this it will become plus. So what you will get, derivative of x is 1, cos x will come. So cos x integration, that will be sin x. Limits 0 to pi by 2. And that is again pi by 4. Right? So that's all. We can write, we can again apply pi square by 4 minus 2 times 2 plus 2x. X, when we apply pi by 2, this is 0. If you apply 0, this is 0. So this product, I mean this term always 0, whether you apply upper limit or lower limit. So you can neglect it. Minus 2 times sin x. So sin pi by 2. Sin pi by 2, what do you get? 1. So that is 1. 0. 1 minus 0. Plus pi by 4. Right? So we need to take pi by 4 common. You will get pi here. There plus 1 minus 2. So what is alpha? In place of alpha, we got plus 1. Pi square by 4. Here also pi square by 4. Right? So that is becoming 1. So just you check that answer. The finally. So 2 times it is 0. So as it is a minus 2, just we need to write the alpha. Next. Another classic question. Right? Always we get a similar question, particularly in most of the sessions we will get similar question from quadratic expressions. X square minus x plus 2 is equal to 0. But if it is given x square minus x plus 1 or x square plus x plus 1, that could be more easy because roots are always we play like omega square minus omega square. Those who want to write, due for the next sessions, you can check. This is x square plus x plus 1 is equal to 0. X square minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Most useful forms. Here roots are omega square, complex cube roots of unity. Here minus omega square. But here what happened? Plus 2 is given. We cannot write this, right? But alpha, beta are the roots. When we have alpha is a root, alpha square is equal to alpha minus 2. What is alpha power 4? Alpha power 4 will become alpha square plus, squaring on both sides, minus 4 alpha. Alpha square is again alpha minus 2. Alpha minus 2 plus 4 minus 4 alpha. What do you get? 2 minus 3 alpha. We want alpha power 6. Alpha power 6. So that means 2 minus 3 power 4. This is alpha power 4. Alpha square is alpha minus 2. So my point is, maybe I could get something like sum of the roots or product of the roots. That's the reason I am making like this. 2 alpha minus 4 minus 3 alpha square plus 6 alpha. So that means 8 alpha minus 4, 3 alpha square. Again we apply this, minus 3 alpha plus 6. So what do I get? 5 alpha plus 2 will be alpha power 6. Similarly, alpha power 4 we got, alpha power 6 we got, beta power 4. Beta power 4 directly we can write. So beta power 4 is 3, 2 minus 3 beta. That's all. Alpha square also we have. Let us substitute all our values here. Alpha power 4, beta power 4 minus 5 alpha square. In such cases, don't try to get alpha beta. When we try to get alpha beta, you will get a complex roots or imaginary roots. Here you will get a complex roots. That is, dealing with those powers will be more complicated and lengthy process, right? So now you see the magic. Alpha power 6 is a 5 alpha plus 2, and alpha power 4 is plus 2 minus 3 alpha. Beta power 4 is plus 2 minus 3 beta minus 5 alpha square. 5 alpha square. So 5 alpha minus 5 alpha plus 10. So plus 5 alpha minus 5 alpha got cancelled. So constant part 2 plus 2, 4 plus 2, 6, 16. 16 minus 3 times alpha plus beta. What is alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta is 1. Right? 16 minus 3. See how beautiful this approach is. So instead of finding the roots, always we consider that when we want to write the higher powers, so we need to check. Suppose if you get any omega square, then we will write it. Sir, or otherwise we need to simplify these powers like this and we apply. Now another favorite question, always from differential equation. Always from differential equation. Hi Nanna, hi. Hi Sarita. Ankit. Right? Sumit. So differential equation. First and foremost point one should remember linear differential equation. 85% of the cases we get question from the linear differential equation. When you look at the linear differential equation, we should always get a smile on our face, right? Because only 2 steps. What are the 2 steps? This is IF. What we will find? IF, integrating factor, e power p dx. P dx. What is e power integral p? P means coefficient of y. Minus sine 2x. Minus sine 2x by 1 plus cos square x dx. When we observe, luckily, 1 plus cos square x derivative, when you look at 1 plus cos square x derivative, what do you get? Derivative of 1, 0. Cos square x derivative 2 cos x. Derivative of cos x minus sin x. So this is nothing but minus sine 2x. Acha. So minus sine 2x is in the numerator, right? So derivative of denominator is in the numerator. So exactly you can write e power ln of 1 plus cos square x. So when we have e power ln, so just it is 1 plus cos square x. Then what is the solution? Solution is Direct question it is given. YIF is equal to integral QIF dx plus c. So this is the answer. For that, y times 1 plus cos square x, which is equal to QIF. So 1 plus cos square x will get cancelled. Integral sin x. Integral sin x is minus cos x plus c. That's all. But y at pi by 2 they are asking. X is equal to 0. Put x is equal to 0, my dear students. Y is also 0. X is equal to 0. Y is equal to 0. So this will become 0. 0 is equal to cos 0, 1. Right? Minus 1 plus c. C is equal to plus 1. Then y at pi by 2. Y at pi by 2. So that means minus cos x plus 1 by 1 plus cos square x. So this is at pi by 2. At x is equal to pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 0. 1 by 1 plus 0. So that is becoming 1. Plus 1 is our right answer. So direct question, the moment those who are due for your session, first and foremost point from the differential equation, linear differential equation. Right, without much applications. Last year more applications also given. Linear differential equation, later on integration of the y. Right, so but here direct question was given in yesterday's session. Next most interesting point from complex numbers. Very good Bhavya. Sumit, great Nana. So next question is from complex numbers. The moment when you look at such equation, observe the first and foremost point what we should get into our mind. Alpha is given 1 by 2 minus 2i plus beta times I plus 1. Understand, left hand side modulus is given. So modulus is given, it means it is a complex, it is a real number. It is a real number, correct? So when it is a real number, complex part on right hand side must be 0. That is the most important point. So what is the complex part here? Complex part is, so coefficient of I, complex part is a coefficient of beta minus 2 alpha, which is equal to 0. So that is the one relation. Because we have two parameters, my dear students, alpha and beta. So we need two equations to solve for these two parameters, right? So first equation, once again I'm repeating, right hand side modulus is given. When modulus is given, it's a real number, right? So modulus is a real number, modulus of a complex number. So imaginary part on right hand side must be 0. What is the imaginary part on right hand side? Beta minus 2 alpha, it should be 0. So beta is equal to 2 alpha is one of the relation. So what is the second relation? Second relation, we need to compare real parts. What is the real part? Z plus 1, Z is given, Z is given 1 by 2 minus 2i. We want Z plus 1, I'm adding 1, 3 by 2 minus 2i. What is the modulus of Z plus 1? Modulus of Z plus 1 is 9 by 4 plus 4. 9 by 4 plus 4 under root. So 9 by 4, 9 plus 4. So we can simplify furthermore because 9 plus 16, again we got 9 plus 16. So 25, 5 by 2. So this is 5 by 2. 5 by 2, which is equal to real part, alpha by 2 plus beta. That's all. 5 is equal to alpha plus 2 beta. Already we got a relation, beta is 2 alpha. So 5 is equal to alpha plus 2 beta. So that means a 4 alpha. Alpha is equal to 1. So beta is equal to 2. So alpha plus beta is 3. So simple. So the moment when we understand right hand side imaginary, modulus of a complex number, that is a real number, right? So questions are like this. And your favorite question, statistics question, always it is calculated with right calculation. It's always involved with the calculation. Again we got the same way. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 as mean 58, variance 66.2. Then find alpha square plus beta square. What is the most interesting formula in such cases? Mean and variance are given. right? So variance is equal to, or sigma square is equal to sigma xi square by n minus x bar. So mean of, this is a most useful formula, right? So variance square is equal to, alpha is 5 by 3 by, yeah, 1 second. No. 5 is equal to 5 alpha, my dear. So alpha is 1. Right? So just you apply this formula. And I hope this is the right answer. It's a calculation based question. This is given 66.2 variance. Right, so this part we need to calculate 60 square, 44 square, 58 square, 68 square, alpha square plus beta square plus 56 square by how many? 3, 6, 7, 8 by 8, which is equal to minus 58. Mean square. And it's just mean. Right? So enjoy that calculation part. Now, coming to integration model question, my dear students, integral. F of x, always the first and foremost point in dealing indefinite integration is condensing the function given into noun way, so that when we reduce the function into the noun form, so that we would apply, right, our formulas, so our methods of integration. So always simplifying the function, correct? So let us enjoy this question. Cosecant x, my dear students, for your convenience, I will write 1 by s. Why to unnecessarily write all? Because let us convert it into, sine and cos. Cosecant and secant 1 by sc plus tan x s cube by c. Am I right? Just I am converting into sine and cosine. Let us see what it is happening. Then this is 1 plus s square divided by 1 plus s power 4 and by s here by sc dx. So ss got cancelled. So what we got, cos x times 1 plus sine square x by 1 plus sine power 4x dx. Let us consider sin x is t. When sin x is t, this will become 1 plus t square by 1 plus t power 4 dt. Acha. So this is also another favorite model. What is that favorite model? Biquadratic expression present in the denominator. When biquadratic is present in the denominator, immediately we will try to arrange t plus 1 by t whole square or t minus 1 by t whole square. That is our first thought process when we are looking at a biquadratic expression, particularly x power 4 plus 1 or x power 4 minus 1, something that is there in the denominator. Right? Exactly. We got 1 plus t power 4. So what we will do? What is the standard procedure? So we got all today in this session, right? So we got all standard questions. So now I will take t square common, my dear students. T square common. So then t square plus it will become 1 by t square. Whatever t square common, I will use that t square in numerator. In numerator, what could happen? 1 plus 1 by t square. 1 plus 1 by t square. Right? Yes, it is completed. Because 1 plus 1 by t square in the numerator. Then what I do here? T plus 1 by t whole square. No. Why no? T plus 1 by t whole square derivative is 1 minus 1 by t square, but I want 1 plus 1 by t square in the numerator. So what I do? T minus 1 by t whole square. That what I would write. So when we expand, t square plus 1 by t square minus 2. So I am writing plus 2. 1 plus 1 by t square dt. That's all. Biquadratic, simplification of biquadratic. So now again, if you take this as a z square plus 2, this whole part numerator will become dz. So It is simply which formula? Integral 1 by x square plus a square dx. That is 1 by a tan inverse x by a. Yes? Plus c. So directly I want to write 1 by a. A means root 2. Tan inverse t. X means t minus 1 by t. I will write directly. T is a sin x. Sin x minus 1 by sin x by a, that is root 2, that's plus c. So this is what it is. Right? So understand how did we approach in this question. Just to trial. What was our trial? Converting cosecant and secant and tan into sine and cosine. So we have succeeded. Right? We got a biquadratic. We applied that biquadratic one. So here still we need to find f at pi by 4. Limit x is tending to pi by 2, f of x is equal to 1. So that means we need to eliminate the c. So x is equal to pi by 2. What do you get? This is 1. This is also 1. It will become 0. Right? C will be equal to 1. C will be equal to 1. So that means what is f of x? F of x is equal to 1 plus 1 by root 2 tan inverse sin x cosecant x by root 2. But we want f of pi by 4. When we want f of pi by 4, let us directly look at there 1 plus 1 by root 2. But it's all or 1 minus 1 by 2, because what you will get sin x 1 by root 2. So that is 1 plus 1 by root 2 tan inverse 1 by root 2 minus root 2 by root 2. Right? So 1 minus 2. Yeah. So root will be there, minus will come. So 1 minus 1 by root 2 tan inverse of 1 by root 2 will come. So root 2 2. 1 minus 2 minus 1. 1 minus 2 by root 2 into root 2. That will become 2. So 1 by 2. So this will be the right answer. Right? So this is from, yes, 1 by a tan inverse. You are right. Tan inverse. Correct. Next, again standard question. Most particularly from the collinear, everybody, any sincere aspirant of JEE, sincere student of JEE, right, will do first this question from collinearity. Here two things. ABC are three non-collinear vectors. Non-collinear, that is one key point. And this is collinear with this, and that is again collinear with another combination is collinear with A bar. Right? In this case, what we will write, A bar plus 6B bar is collinear with C bar. So collinear formula, just first and foremost point. Right? Yes, Bhavya, that is minus 1 by root 2. That's why we took minus outside. We took minus outside. Nana. Minus outside. So that will become 1 minus. So lambda times, lambda 1 times. So C bar. A bar, B bar are collinear vectors. One can be expressed as the scalar multiple of other. A bar is equal to lambda times B bar. The same way. And the next one, B bar plus 5C bar. B bar plus 5C bar, which is equal to lambda 2 times A bar. Right? What I do here, I write B bar plus 5C bar is equal to lambda 2 times A bar means A bar. So we will apply A bar. So A bar means 6B bar. Otherwise, lambda 1 C bar minus 6B bar. That's what we will. Elimination of A bar. Now I will take B bar common. This is 1 minus 6 times lambda 2. Now C bar common, 5 minus lambda 1 lambda 2, which is equal to 0 bar. Actually here what we should have, ABC are 3 vectors. No 2 are collinear vectors. No 2 are collinear vectors. No 2 are collinear vectors. That is a little bit correction there. So when these two are non-collinear, they are linearly independent. 1 minus 6 lambda 2 components must be equal to 0. So lambda 2 is equal to 1 by 6. So coming to this part, lambda 1 lambda 2 is equal to 5. So we can calculate. right? So we can write it directly because we can take it directly like this. A bar, lambda 2 we got, but we want lambda 1. So lambda 2 is equal to 5 by lambda 1. So that means 30, right? Lambda 1 is 30. Coming to first equation, a bar plus 6b bar, which is equal to lambda 1. So lambda 1 is 30c bar. That means a bar plus 6b bar minus 30c bar, which is equal to 0 bar. Right? Alpha is 6. So beta is 30. But we made a mistake here. This will be 6 plus 6. Here plus, here minus. When it is a minus, it is minus. This is minus, it will become plus. So alpha is 6, beta is 30. Alpha plus beta is 36. So what is the point in this particular question? The point in this particular question is, the point is no two are non-collinear. When two non-collinear vectors combination is 0, their components must be 0. That's what it is. Right? Very good. Next, one more question. Usually, we oddly get questions from indefinite integration. Most of the times we get questions from definite integration, more number of questions. But this time what happened? In same session, second question from indefinite integration, right? Okay, sometimes it happens. Integral. Again, I will change it to s and c, because s square divided by sc square plus s power 4, because tan, if you write the tan as sine by cos by c dx. You see, integral s minus c, this will become cs square by which is equal to sc cube plus s power 4. This is what it is. I think we can cancel one s, right? S minus c, s square cs by c cube plus s cube. Acha. Right. So if you write it separately for your convenience, cs square minus c square s by c cube s cube. Agree? C cube plus s cube. Observe the derivative of c cube plus s cube. Derivative of c cube plus s cube. So that is 3 times c square, and the derivative of c, derivative of cosine is minus s, plus 3 times s square, derivative of sine is cosine, right? So 3, if you take common, s square c minus c square s. So if you write 3 here, the derivative of the denominator is in the numerator. So that's it. Let us adjust 1 by 3 times. It's a derivative is there, ln of c cube plus s cube plus c. Acha. Very simple. Both the questions based on the same way, right? So sine and cosine only. There also we got the same way. So what is the answer? 1 by 3 times sine cube x plus cos cube x by 3 plus c. So this is the right answer. Again, this question also the direct question. So let us do one more question. So if the relation R is AB or CD is only if AD minus BC is always divisible by 5. This is also one of the favorite question for all the students, because in relations most of the cases we do very easily, right? But we need to understand this question carefully, because not just elements given here, elements are ordered pairs. So if you understand this, ABCD regarding reflexive, you see AB, when I take AB R, we need to take again same number, right? Same element. So A we will take. But instead of A, we have ordered pair AB. So we need to take AB. So what do you get here according to this AD? So AB minus BA, BC, this relation. Which is nothing but AB minus BA, 0. Yes, 0 is divisible by any number. So 0 is divisible by 5. So it is okay. Coming to symmetric. So AB related to CD. What does it mean? AD minus BC. So if it is CD related to AB, what do you get? CB minus DA. Acha. So this is divisible by 5. This is a 5K1. Have you noticed here same number with a different sign? So AD minus BC, here is BC minus AD. So this is nothing but minus 5K1. Since it is divisible by 5, it is also divisible by 5. So symmetric also okay. But coming to transitive. AB related to CD and CD is related to EF. We need to relate AB with EF. We need to check it. But it is a little bit complicated because what you would get here, AD minus BC is equal to 5K1. And what do you get here? CF minus DE is equal to 5 times K2 because it is divisible by. But how can you draw the relation between this and this? Like we need AF minus BE. So it is a more complicated one. So in such cases, what generally we do, we go for counter examples. So the counter examples means what we will take. I will take 1, 2. This is AB. AB is related to 5, 5. Why 5, 5 is taken? It is divisible by 5. Na? So you would get something 5 times something. That's the reason I have taken 5, 5. So if that is, so what you will get? 5 minus 10. So this is minus 5. Yes, this is correct. Now I will take 5, 5 related to whatever number you want. You can take it like a 3, 4. It is also okay, right? So 5 times 4, 20. 20 minus 15, it's a multiple of 5. Now check 1, 2, R3, 4. 1, 2, R3, 4. What do you get? 1 times 4, 4 minus 3 times 2, 6. So this is minus 2. It is not divisible by 5. Correct? Once again I am repeating. I have taken counter example. 1, 2, 5, 5. So why I have taken 5, 5? It is divisible by 5. So that's the reason when I write AD minus BC, I would get 5 times of something. Correct? So I would get 5, 5. You can take any number. So that is also multiple of 5. But when you relate 1, 2, 3, 4, it is not a multiple of 5. So that means it is a failed, not transitive. It's a just symmetric and reflexive, but not transitive. Okay. So when only numbers are given, just AB, but ordered pairs is given, carefully we need to do it. Right. Let's do one more question from matrices. This is also one favorite topic for us, right? Already we did one question from the matrices. It is based on determinant properties. Now it's based on properties of transpose of a matrix. A transpose. A transpose is equal to I. As we know, A transpose is equal to I means orthogonal matrix generally we write. So as we know, A transpose into A also. So A transpose is I, then A transpose into A will also be I. So that means A and A transpose are commuting each other. So commuting each other with respect to multiplication means AB is equal to BA. So when it is AB is equal to BA, it's like a general way I can apply this. A plus B whole square, A minus B whole square. Right? Two AB terms will get cancelled. Since they are commuting, otherwise we should not write in matrices. So here 2 times A square plus A transpose whole square. 2 got cancelled. So this is A cube plus A transpose square. So that means A transpose A transpose. That means AQ plus A transpose is given I times A transpose. AQ plus A transpose. Direct answer it is there. AQ plus A transpose. Right? So simple point commuting each other. So that will change entire picture. Correct? So this is how the things are. How the things are. So lastly, let us do one question from areas. Area under the curve. It's also a very interesting question. Those the rankers will do in the different way this question. Okay, let us see. Finally, we do this question. X square plus y square is equal to 169. X square plus y square is equal to 169. Let us see. And afterwards, there is a circle. This is a circle. Observe, x square plus y square is equal to 139. That's the reason what we will get here, 13 comma 0. This is 0, 13. Right? So this is 0 minus 13. Next, what about this line? 5x minus y is equal to 13. I can write x by 13 by 5 minus y by 13, which is equal to 1. Have you noticed here? This line will intersect y-axis at 0 comma minus 13. So that means the line will be like this. Yes. Right? So this is the line. If you want, you can write this point. This is 13 by 5. This is 13 by 5. We need this point also. If you join this, this is 13. What we want? Area under the curve, circle and the line. Below the line. So below the line means, so below the line, this portion. Right? This is the portion. As we know, generally integration, as per the integration, what we need to write? We need to write this point. So if you write this point, what would be the point? X square plus y square is equal to 169. And y is equal to 5x minus 13. 5x minus 13. So substitute there. X square plus 25x square plus 169 minus 12. 65. 130 x is equal to 169. Luckily 169 got cancelled. Of course, this x is equal to 0 is one of the case. That's the reason I have written directly. So 26x square minus 130x is equal to 0. So if x is equal to 0, another x is 26 by 130. 26 by 130 means, no, 130 by 26. 130 by 26. Right? So 13 into 10 by 26. Here 2 times. Here 5 times. That's all. So x is 5. When x is 5, what is y? 25 minus 13. 12. Of course, it has to be 12 because this is the radius. Radius is 13 units, right? Fine. Now let us see, this is 90 degrees. Simple method, simple, very simple method. Let us not use integration because integration will be a lengthy and we need to apply a lengthy formula, right? So if you want, you can write it. What we can write, this point is, this is equal to 12. So minus 13 to 12, circle minus line. So that's all, right? But what we will do, so this is something like a theta. And this portion is 90 minus theta. Right? We have this theta. What is the tan theta? So tan theta is equal to, 12 by 5. If you want, you can use it. If you want sin theta, 12 by 13. Our numbers always, cos theta is 5 by 13. Right? So our required area is total. What about this? Complete data. This is the semicircle. This minus these two portions. So this is, let us write A and this is B. What is our answer is area is equal to semicircle pi r square. So pi r square. R square means 169 by 2 minus A plus B. Minus A plus B. That's all. Right? What is A? A is equal to, for your reference I am writing, A is equal to area of the sector. What is the formula? Of r square theta. Right? Of r square theta. What is theta here? Theta is 90 plus theta. Because this is 90 and this is theta. Right? Right. Or otherwise, what we can write, so that is pi by 2 minus that is better. Of this upper part, pi by 2 minus theta. Pi by 2 minus theta. So r square is 1 by 2 r square. This is the part B I have written. R square is 169 pi by 2 minus theta. So in options, theta is in terms of sine inverse. So sine is sine inverse 12 by 13. Next, A. So A, different ways we can write. This is a one triangle and this is another triangle. Right? This is one triangle and this is another triangle. The upper triangle, when we look at of side. What is this side here? This length is 13 by 5. And this length of this side is, this is 13. And sine theta. What is sine theta? Sine theta is 12 by 13. Of A, B sine theta, that's what I have applied, plus this portion. This portion is of, it's a right angle triangle. This length is 13 units and this length is 13 by 5. That's all. See, without integration, we can write A. Once again, I'm repeating, A is containing two triangles. This is the first triangle. Of AB sine theta is applied. AB sine theta. And lower triangle, right angle triangle of AB. So one is 13 units, other one is 13 by 5 units. So that is A. What about B? B is the sector, complete sector of r square theta. Instead of theta, we have pi by 2 minus theta. What is theta? Sin theta is 12 by 13. All options are in terms of sine. We have written sine inverse of 12 by 13. So just you subtract from 169 pi by 2, right, this A plus B. Then you will get the direct answer. Right, Nana? So this is what's our today's paper. It is the first session, yesterday's first session. Okay. Right. Surya, still you need? Once again, I am repeating as see what I said here. We want only this portion, right? I am taking the total semicircle. In semicircle, we need to subtract A and B. What is the semicircle of pi r square? So that is of pi r square, 169 pi. Now B, what is B? Here angle I have taken, it is a theta. This would be pi by 2 minus theta. Sector. What is the formula for sector? Of r square theta, area of sector. Of r square theta, but theta is pi by 2 minus theta. R is 169, r square is 169, theta is sine inverse of 12 by 13. Okay, Nana? So this portion we got it. Now we need to subtract these two portions also. In order to subtract these two portions, I am taking, this is one circle, a triangle, this is another triangle. In this triangle, angle is theta, included angle is theta. Of A, B is 13 by 5, B is 13 and sine theta is 12 by 13. Next, lower portion, lower triangle, it's a right angle triangle. This one length is 13 by 5, other length is 13. So of 13 by 5. So since it is a right angle triangle, sine theta is 1. So half AB. So this is a and this is B. Add these two, subtract from here, you will get a answer. Okay, Nana? So this is what it is. This is what all about a few questions from shift 1. Okay. So let us meet again in the evening for the shift 2. Thank you. Bye bye.